Okay, what up, ladies and gents? It's your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully your favorite official content creator for The First Descendant. And today we are going to go through the character changes, well, some of them, and we're just gonna, talk, assess, do all the usual things that we normally do. And I'm sure many of you are also preparing for the storm. Okay, let's do this. I'm actually not very confident today because I tell you, I don't even think my attitude's gonna keep some of these people away. Although, a couple of snowflakes already ran away from my attitude, but I tell you, oh, this is gonna be a storm. I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation. I am reclaimer of my name. Born in flames, I have been blessed. Oh, Lord. Hey, Sento. Yeah, it's Virgil. Hi. How you doing? Might have to play the longsword in Monster Hunter, tomorrow. I'm just feeling the storm approaching. It does make sense because I feel pretty much the same way. Look, I'll be real with you, they kind of butchered my Ines a little bit, but at the same time, I'm kind of excited for the prospect of trying other stuff too. So it is a very interesting thing, and I am, to an extent, looking forward to it. I just want to see, what they're gonna do, how's it all gonna work, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one for me. I am looking at it from that perspective, and I very much want to see all that happen. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to say the least, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good in its own way, of course, but yeah, it's gonna be very good, I think, at least. That's my personal thought, but we will see. That being said, it is time for me to also save good old Kyle because I am going to adjust a couple of things. Wait a minute, preset. Include customization. What's this? Oh, his arcade tuning is still locked. Right. Already did this morning, the one. Not much will change for the 400%. You just have to adjust a couple of things. But the main problem is going to be the VEP. We're going to actually test that in a little while. There's a couple of things we need to do first. So if you don't mind, I'm heading to Sigma Sector with good old Haley of the Shillelagh. Alright, so we're going to head to Sigma Sector and get that done. So I'm just going to do 2 quick runs while we talk to peeps, okay, and get this show rolling. But how about you guys? Have you guys gone through the changes yet? Have you guys experienced any of the changes, especially with the new newly buffed male descendants? For example, I know some people are trying out Jaber. I'm looking forward to seeing what people think of all that. It's going to be an interesting process, and I am somebody who likes interesting things. I'm an interester. Well, after work, of course. I would love to hear your thoughts after work. I'm hoping that this will bring more players into the game as people are guesstimating. But the important thing is not today. So just remember that the important thing is not today. It's actually about 3-4 days after this change. Because day one is always higher numbers no matter what happens. We gotta see the numbers 3-4 days from now. If it holds strong, then I'm happy, my profits are gonna be up, but if it doesn't hold strong, then we got a problem. Keelan is interesting. His range is still an issue, but he does kill faster than before, so there's that. He's only about 20 seconds slower than Bunny, so you know, we can do a lot of timing comparisons a little later, which is fine. I can have a spreadsheet and do all that. I'm also interested in seeing how much better Kyle is, but that'll take some time. Not yet. I'm actually here for a reason. I need to see something. I see some. Once I'm able to see it, you know, then I will, well, first and foremost, I need a new implant for Kyle's reactor. But once I have that, you know, we'll be able to do some shenanigans with it. I mean, Human Link, not really. Ines is still good. It just depends on where you're using her. Void Erosion Purge is the only thing to suffer. But again, we'll go through that a little bit later. Okay, everything will be explained to the people. It will be explained to the people a little later, so I hope you guys understand. Okay, I hope you killers understand me.
Wide-ranged shaping charge drop complete. Begin the void energy purification operation.
Thanks for putting up my music link and my merch link, alright?
Prime the detonator with your arcade. Then activate the remote detonation device.
I hope many people will enjoy my stuff. My music especially. I'm very excited to be releasing the new album soon. Alright? And by soon, I mean like tomorrow soon. You know? But tomorrow I don't have time, so it's actually going to be on the weekend, unfortunately. I really want to do it tomorrow, but I know I've got no time. I have no illusions about that. Worst case scenario, it's going to be on Thursday instead, but... well, that's how it goes. It's all too familiar. I know how the sense died. Just like to pretend. Want you to save me. You can comprehend. Too far gone. Too far gone. I'm just literally in Sigma sector for the dailies. I always use the 2 dailies for Haley. Yeah, that rhymes. 2 dailies for Haley. But basically, yeah, it just helps me get about effectively 10,000 arcade tuning points for each day. Just slow and steady. Like, I don't really want to level her arcade tuning properly. I have no desire or need to do that. Only really for, yeah. It's mostly, if you talk about Ines RIP, not really for farming. Later on, I'll do some checking and testing for you guys. Once I'm done with my dailies here, I will go and do some testing and checking for you guys. So just let me quickly finish this, because I didn't have a chance to do it earlier. Earlier, everybody was all up in arms already, so, you know, wouldn't really get a chance to test anything. People all flipping tables and shit, so yep, that was the thing. Yes, it's good to have the Crabman back. Crabman! Craberus Maximus, Lord of the Crabs. He who brings the crab joy with him. Hey Martin, how's it going? Well chat, I am neutral on the nerfs and buffs, to be honest. I'm happy that some of the underperforming characters got buffed, and I'm very, very neutral on the nerfs as well, because it merely only affects VEP, so we'll have to figure out a way around that. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to remain neutral. I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach right now, because I want to see what actually happens to the player base and whether or not it goes up. Because, look, if the people are saying this is a positive change, then it needs to translate to real numbers, or else my profit goes down. And when my profit goes down, then Robot ain't gonna stay around here for too much longer, you know? So I'm gonna play it by ear, play it on the edge, and see what happens. But I don't think, if you ask me, it's gonna be a bad situation. I think it's okay, but we'll see. But, well, this is always the danger with characters. At least you crafted it and you didn't buy. A lot of people were, like, you know, asking for refunds and stuff because they bought an S or whatever, and they were, like, very upset that their real dollars had gone to waste. And I was like, well, you should have just crafted her because that's what all of us did, so... well, yeah, the one. That's why I said it's not going to do anything to the player base today. I don't care about the player base today. I'm going to look at it 3 to 4 days from now and compare it on a week-to-week basis. Because that's how you assess the impact of change. I'm sure anybody who is, you know, gone through a basic audit understands that you don't assess the impact on day one. Because you have only one data point. There's no such thing as having just one data point in assessing impact, right? Cascadia, not enough nerf? Well, I don't think people will be too happy to hear you say that. But again, let's take a look at what the numbers tell us, and then we can adjust from there, all right? I think that if there are more nerfs, it's not good for the game either way, because at the end of the day, what people have mentioned, and this is still valid, it is a PvE game. So those who want more nerfs, if you really want challenge, then don't be playing this game. Go play Elden Ring. Why are you here? You don't come in here and just demand. Then you're no better than the people at the other end of the spectrum who are saying that game is too hard, please nerf. Like, you got to see the hypocrisy in that. So I think we should all just take a backseat, wait, and see. All right? And we will determine the results from the real numbers. Unless profits go up, you aren't going to have a game to play. So let me be clear about that. And Elio, no, I haven't. Unless it becomes one of the top weapons, I'm unlikely to try it right now. I've got a lot of other things I'd rather spend my crystallization catalyst on. You know, namely Blair and checking out some of the other male descendants. Ooh, that's a nasty disconnect. That hasn't happened in a while, but looks like their servers aren't too good. Well, I kind of agree with that, Chad. It seems strange to me, but at the end of the day, let's find out what happens. And Lewis, I hope you're doing good. That's not the Necromancer Glade. That was more like a Vampire Glade. I mean, I was the one that came up with the 30-meter build. But anyway, yeah, the Necromancer one is using Explosive Life. It doesn't have 30 meters, but still pretty funny because you're essentially using Corpse Explosion on the Life Sphere, so you might be able to enjoy that. That being said, it's more of a gimmicky build rather than a serious build. Just so you know, I would not use it. It's just a for fun kind of thing. But you have to have a good reactor for that one. So if you have a perfect reactor for Glade, then by all means. Nebulark, this was already covered in my YouTube shorts. Have you seen the video? If not, I'm just going to link you the video because, quite frankly, a lot of these little movement tips and tricks are all in shorts because they're so simple to showcase. So I'm just going to link you the video because that's the best way to learn. Okay,
and gents, it's your favorite Asian role.
Sorry about that. The video auto plays and I don't know why it does that. Here is the link. Please enjoy and please learn the technique because everybody should know this technique. With all due respect, Toothiest Wolf, if it's not enough to bring you back, it really doesn't matter.
This is HQ.
Not saying that to be mean, but just stating facts, because at the end of the day, what matters is not how an individual feels. I don't care what the individual feels. The only thing I'm interested in is the collective, if you will, hive mind of the players. If this change results in a positive feedback loop, good. That means I make more profit, that means I stick around. I'm a businessman. So I view everything from the point of view of strictly business. I really don't care about passion, things like that. These won't feed your family. All right, money in your wallet will. So as long as I'm making money on this and I'm seeing my profits rise or at least stay the same, I will continue on. If I don't see them rise from this, then you'll see me go, plain and simple. So right now, I am only interested in how many of the players do come back, not the individual, but as a whole. And how do these changes evolve over the next 2 to 3 days? Okay, I just want to be factual with you guys. I'm not trying to be callous, but I just want to state these are the facts. So if we see a positive increase, a good feedback loop, players coming back, playing the game because of this, good. Whether it's enough for the individual or not enough, or individual, you know, distaste, whatever, that's all irrelevant. Let's just see what happens with the player base. Oh, there are always plenty of games out there, Chad. I'm not even worried, but yeah, I do not want to leave. Of course, I'll state that clearly. I do not want to leave. But if I can't make money here, then I will go. Because I've got a family to feed. So I got to think about that continuously. No matter what anyone thinks or says, that's the be all and end all. I got to survive. And if I can't survive here, then, well, I will go where I can survive. Nah, I don't think it's the real test on April 17th either. That'll just be a temporary boost in numbers just like it was before. Temporary boost in numbers don't interest me. I'm only interested in, is this the right change for this game? If it's not the right change for this game, then that's it. Andrew Davis, weren't you the guy that complained about my eating? What are you doing back here? In case you guys didn't know, I remember everything that anyone says, so you're gonna apologize for that, because if you don't, then you're not gonna be allowed to hang out at my stream, plain and simple, dude. You don't get a free pass by saying some random shit and then trying to worm your way back in. You'll just get another 24-hour timeout. I'll give you one chance to apologize right now, but in case you don't know this about me, I remember every single thing that is said by every single person in my chat ever that has ever entered or walked in. So don't ever think you can get around that.
Need to recharge my shield. Shield at 0%.
And there's no best agent or best anything. It's just you play what is right for the job. You choose the right tool for the job, just like Jonathan says, Otaku. So there's no such thing as best. Just play whatever you want to play. That's the key thing. However, some descendants are better for certain activities. So it depends on what activity you're doing. At the very least, though, you should always have Ultimate Bunny because that's your basic farmer. You don't have your basic farmer, you can't do anything else in this game. And Season 3 is literally more than 70 days away, Galleon, so no, balance changes have to bring players back. Because if the player numbers continue to fall after balancing changes, it means that the balancing changes aren't good for the game, and therefore the dev team should not waste time on them.
Recharge my shield.
So that's kind of the core thing. Balancing changes, regardless of how people feel about them, must bring players back because otherwise it's wasted effort. Think about it that way. No problem, OHR. Just know that calm is not always the only side to me. I try to keep things calm, but I have no problem with putting on the aggression where necessary. Because at the end of the day, you know, I run a very tight ship and I brook no nonsense. I don't allow people who are undisciplined to run around my community or my show and just say whatever they want. Everybody follows the rules. Viesa is not supposed to be used in Void Erosion Purge 30. If you bring her in there, you're literally trolling, dude. You're not supposed to use skill damage in there.
Shield at 0%.
And please take note that we do not tolerate trolling. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt this time, Blackout, but if you are seriously trying that, then my guy, you will be removed.
Recharge my shield.
That's understandable, Chad, because people are going to show up for content and then leave once the content no longer interests them, but that's just a natural part of all video games. Any seasonal video game undergoes the same thing, so I'm okay with that, but there needs to be a growth trend. If there's not a growth trend, then yeah.
Recharge my shield.
Well, I feel that, Toothiest Wolf. At this current point, I don't think they can afford that, so we have to be very, very cautious about it. The Malevolent build is already on my channel together with the Serena build to use with her, but you can use it on other characters. I don't change the build, it's still the same build. So make sure you've already followed the build if you haven't yet checked it out. Everything you need is all on my channel.
I am the original.
Shield down.
Oh, I just experiment. I'm still a content creator, the one. So if you don't have anything to do, that's totally okay. For me, I still got plenty to do for the people. It's not so much what is left to do, but I'm here to assess things, give people accurate information. I'm here to guide. And you will notice that people need to be taught the same things over and over, don't they? So I still have a job to do. But what matters is the audience size. If my audience size is too small, then I'm gone, you know? Yep. When the audience size is no longer, or if the audience size grows, then good. As long as I make money, I'm happy. It's when the money stops that I stop. Like I've said, I keep it simple. I'm a very simple man.
From operation zone initiated.
Okay, we're getting out of here.
Good work, Descendant.
Let's hope there's no disconnect. But either way, like I said, we'll have to see what happens at the end of all this. It's too early to tell right now. It's too early to tell. We don't know what's going to happen, you know. We need to carry on. Well, you're not supposed to use Viesa in there, Blackout BS, so if you go in there in a public run and use Viesa, you're hampering other people's runs, which is problematic. You shouldn't do that. As for the bug, I'm glad you reported it, but, you know, let's find out. Hopefully you didn't do it with other people, because if you do, that's kind of trolling, man. You're supposed to only use gun builds in there, because it is extremely frustrating when you are trying to run fast or do anything, and then you see that one guy in there that brings something that you're not supposed to bring. Void Erosion Purge was designed so that players would not bring skills in, and the devs have personally stated that there's supposed to be a negative skill modifier. I don't know if your skill is supposed to do 1 damage, but I can imagine that the negative skill modifier would have a serious impact upon the kind of damage you would do, so do be aware of that. Now, do any of these have a tactical rifle? Actually, I should have checked. Aha! Tactical rifle. There we go. There you are. This is going directly into the Kyle thingamabob. So let's go shove that into Kyle's thing. So that Kyle can have a tac rifle and then he can go ham. See you later, Chad. And don't like life? Sorry, but you do kind of need Ultimate Bunny. That's the first thing that you should collect in the game. Go farm her. She's very easy to get. Then once you farm her, you should invest in her. Just like I've taught everybody. And yes, please do check the latest patch notes videos, guys. Alright, if you choose not to watch that and just come here to get your answers, we're not going to give you answers. We're going to tell you to watch the video. Why is this the case? Because we want you to understand the whole situation, not half the situation. I hope that's clear for everybody. I know many of you want to be helpful to others and just give them the answer, but please don't. Because it cultivates bad habits. What we don't want is our streams to be, especially when we're trying to have discussions or talk with people on a serious topic. Imagine people are coming in and just asking the same question over and over. So, Mr. Anas, could you please go watch the latest patch notes video on my channel? It will not take you long, but I suggest you watch that, then you can come here and participate in the discussion with the rest of us, okay? If you don't mind.
Don't you think?
Okay, time to put another one of these in the oven. Right, let's go and check this out. You're most welcome. Okay. I need to see something.
Would you like to use the laboratory?
Yeah, I would like to use the laboratory, thanks. Now, don't forget to like and share the stream, guys, and if you haven't already chosen me as your creator to support, please make sure you do so. Okay. Alright, let me also set up my goal for today, just so anyone can contribute. Yep. Okay, first and foremost, what we're going to look at is this. I currently have a skill cooldown of XYZ. Now, if I were to, in this particular case, trigger multi-talented, I believe this is how I do it, which gives me a cooldown modifier. The maximum cooldown I can have is 90%. So that is an 11% increase, but the actual increase from the multi-talented module is 20. So theoretically, I do not need this mod. I can actually drop this and still get the maximum cooldown when multi-talented is on. So let me try that again. And yes, we will still reach the maximum amount of cooldown. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so now that we've got this free slot, what are we going to do with it is the key. We need to increase our power even further, so I would suggest that we increase our shields. What is the best way to do that? I need to think. The best way to do this. Amplification control might be nice, but that's not what we want, is it? Weighing the scales might be very good. Yes, that pushes our shields even higher, which is good. One moment. Amplification control. What happens there? Yeah, obviously that's lower, but I still want to test it out. So shields, HP conversion, and oh, that gives me the best bang for my buck. So if I use HP conversion, I can reach a much higher shield count without actually the need for the focus on tech, which is completely fine because we do not need the additional cooldown. So this will be for headbutting a little later. We can still reach the maximized amount of cooldown. Okay, so we just do that. And that maximizes, and we're ready. Okay, good. This boss, it is clear you do not understand, Kyle, but that's okay. You'll learn later on. Well, Ravanskal, nerfs should never be so hard because people are going to be very, very upset. And why would Warzone affect TFD, Toothiest Wolf? Completely different genre of games. It will not affect us at all. Just saying. Okay. Yes, of course the Freyna build from long ago still works. Absolutely, I just use the same, it's the same build that I've been using. I will update it, of course, once I'm done with her arcade tuning, but it is literally the same build, dude. Nothing has changed. Okay, now we're going to take a look at Eagle 1, which is the bombardment build. We're going to take a look at this, and let's see. If we are going to be bombing, we do kind of get the best bang for our buck, but I think that we are going to have to sacrifice a bit of this for the focus. And as much as that sucks, this is what's going to have to be the case, because if we look here, our cooldown goes to 0.79, and module-wise, this brings my cooldown to 12.4 seconds, which is okay, but still not fantastic. Because 12.4 seconds is not great. I would like to get up there as soon as humanly possible, but it's gonna be a problem. Increasing duration might be good if I could do something like this instead, because he doesn't need the skill cost, but I could sort of go up here and grab cooldown first, then come back down, which would be fine. Well, boss, I will do my own testing. Thank you very much. Because, in case you did not know, the damage mods are already maxed out, but it's okay. Listen, if you believe in whatever you believe, then you go ahead and believe whatever you believe in. I will do my own testing at a later time. But how fast are you, Nokila? Because, quite frankly, I don't think you'll be faster than, say, Ines or Bunny. So it's fun, but like we can't just have fun. We got to have efficiency, which is the primary concern here tonight. We are going to be testing efficiency, which is exactly why we are going to do a little bit of efficiency testing right now. So let's find out the truth. Okay, here we go. Put that there. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we're set. First, we save the current settings. Arcade tuning has been adjusted. Bellissimo. I could sacrifice a bit more, but I think I'll take my crit rate as is. I don't really need the extra power right now. Could, but there's no need for the extra power immediately. Okay, let's go. Now, I'm going to open up a spreadsheet because that's what we always do, and we're going to record timings. We're going to use Bunny to establish the baseline, and then we will adjust from there. I have never done a Valby build in my life. I may at a future time, but not right now. Hope you can understand. A Valby build is genuinely not my priority at all, nor do I care about Valby. She is genuinely not my thing at all. Okay, we're going to duplicate this sheet, and we're going to say runtime comparison. On Steam, yes, but day one doesn't matter in Tellium. What we have to see is we have to measure week by week. If 4 days after this we see an upward trend in the players, that's good. If we see a downward trend, which means players came in and checked out the update and bounced straight away, that's bad. Because you see, this bouncing update is supposed to make more things viable. That means players should be sticking around to play the game. That's the true key. Go ahead and build up Jaber, though. That's a good idea. I do want to build him up as well. So let's continue to take a look at things, you know. Well, we'll see if Bunny is the Queen Muffin Ravanscal. Pay attention to what I do. Always watch what I do. Because I will show you the truth. Now, let's see what's on the menu for today. Listen, as much as I appreciate your opinion, if you carry on that train of thought, okay, you will be removed from the stream. You know we have a clean stream policy, and if that's what you want to say, you won't be allowed to chat. Let's keep it clean. Let's try and keep this on a positive track, all right? We get enough of that from the trolls. Don't add to that. Or I will throw you out. I have no qualms about throwing you out, and I don't want to have to do that today. Alright, I'm really kind of sick of throwing people out of my stream. But I will not hesitate to do it, if necessary. So let's keep things pleasant. Okay. All right. Check and clear. Bunny shall be used as the baseline. Okay, so first and foremost, Ines is ready to go. Save current settings. Now we'll swap back over to Bunny. Okay, Bunny is going to be using her speed stat stick to get the best possible time. Her build is set and ready to go. She can still clear it, but it's a lot more troublesome than before. It's quite a bit longer, so I would not recommend people doing that. I mean, if you believe it, then sure, but I showed it on stream. It's a lot slower, and that's no good. It's a lot more risky, and it's a lot slower. And considering people already don't have the skills to handle it in what I showed them before, that's not going to fly with them. So we're going to find an alternative that's easier. And this is why a lot of people that test things, and this is no shade to you, Arco, but quite frankly, if you're a top 1% player, just saying, or if you've got skills in any way, shape, or form, do you know how to lower your skills down to the average player's skill level? I do. Because I have a lot of experience with a lot of other games. Do you know that most of the time I actually don't play a game at full sweat mode? Most of the time I'm actually looking at chat rather than the game screen. Because that's what the average player needs. That's why I test things in a different way. Once I know that there's a difference for the average player, and I'm very sensitive to that, I know it's going to be a problem. But again, we will wait and see. Later on, I'll test up to which Void Erosion people can roll easily. I will check him out at a later time, but not right now, obviously. However, I am kind of excited to see his changes, so I think that that'll be pretty cool. But don't get me wrong, I definitely think they've done right by him, and I think that he's good. I am very much looking forward to seeing what the final result will be. I think all of us wish that they didn't make the cooldown on that 90 seconds, but the biggest problem for me was the terrain issue. The terrain issue caused the biggest upheaval for me, because I felt that it would really affect a lot of the average players who don't have the skills to handle aerial combat. And it's also more difficult for them to survive on controller. Don't forget, I get bombarded with that every single day, which is why when I test things, I think of the console perspective as well. Although it may not look like it, I do think of the console perspective. Quite frankly, Ines is no longer, in my opinion, fully viable. I would rather they use something else, but we'll see. We'll see how it all works. I'm a relaxed man, so I will take my time to figure things out. I am most excited to test Kyle, because I kind of want the Headbutt King back in action, which would be pretty funny. I know some of you guys built my Bomber Kyle back in the day, so it might be kind of cool to have that back. At least it's a bit of an alternative. You know, you want to kill some bosses, you just go headbutt things. I'm glad that you can now, Chief, but not everybody can, unfortunately. And FYI, Bunny's skill goes through walls. I hope they don't ever change that, because that is genuinely the worst thing and worst change that they've ever made. If Descendant skills can't go through walls, I'm going to be very annoyed. Bunny deserves to be able to explode somebody from behind a wall. Oh no! Okay, this run is no count. I went too close and accidentally fell off. So I can't count this run because it's not a perfect run. Okay, again, I cannot use that. I mean, there's no poll today. I mean, we might have a poll tomorrow morning, but I don't think there's a sense in having a poll today. Right now, I think everybody's just finding their way forward first, you know? Well, I don't think she's unplayable, but we're going to do the assessment now, Straw Bunny-O, and then I'll give you the facts. People will cry no matter what happens, so it's best to ignore that and look at the facts. So first, we're gonna get the baseline established with Bunny. That is the first thing that I want to do. Once the baseline is established with Bunny, then we can adjust from there. Oh, I forgot to check the inversion reinforcement. Bloody hell. Damn it. That's 2 wasted runs. I should have done that, but that's on me. That's entirely on me. I should have been smart about it. I wasn't smart about it. So if I have to do an extra run, that's fine. It is what it is. I'm hoping to do some Blair play as well. I think that'll be very interesting. But I will probably do that another day. Just hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, I know. It really is. And that is how it is, though. There's nothing we can do about it. Just gotta accept it. Well, it doesn't matter whether she's useful with other players or not, because quite frankly, she was designed as a solo character. So I'll make my assessments independently, as I always do. I know that, but in that case, if they're new, then they should be happy to be getting carried because, quite frankly, they won't be able to do. Forgive me for saying, but they won't be able to do shit. If they're literally new to Ines, most of them will have to get carried first because they won't even have the tools or the power to do anything. Well, sounds good, Fur Crab. Please enjoy drinks with your wife. That sounds like fun to me. That's why when we assess things, we always have to do it completely objectively. You can't have any subjective feelings in it. And unfortunately, many of you are not capable of taking yourselves out of the situation. I'm going to be real with you about that. When you assess anything, it has to be completely objective, completely independent, completely free of bias or negative thought. Okay, so we have movement speed, so we're going to record that as 2 minutes and 49. So, clear time for Bunny is 2 minutes and 39, so 2 minutes times 60 plus 39, and that equates to 159 seconds. Okay, for Bunny, and we're going to repeat that again. And we'll repeat that again, and we'll carry on, and we'll find out. Well, let's find out, Zelk. I'm looking forward to it. The Bunny build video is called the 400% farming video. Try and find it yourself, SBG, but if you really cannot find it after an attempt, try searching up on YouTube, right? Bunny farming build, then put RealAsianRobot at the end, and you should be okay. Okay? Yeah, no, the inversion table is correct. The inversion table is correct. What's up, Zelk? Nothing much, just testing things, as I always am. But try and find it yourself, SBG, and if you cannot find it yourself, I'll help you, okay? But just try finding it yourself first, because it'll help you search up other videos in future as well. It's the 400% Bunny farming build. Now, there's no arcade tuning in that video, but it does have everything you need. Well, Kenyon, I enjoy the game regardless of what shape it takes. I'm really having a good time, but it's really up to you. The game is free. I would recommend you try it out. A guy on TikTok called Kenyon just asked if you should try the game. My advice is go try it out for yourself. See whether or not you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, then stick with it. It's free anyway. And if you don't enjoy it after, say, 10 hours, then just take it, throw it in the bin. Or, you know, as they say in that one song, you can throw it on the ground. Well, you'll have to wait and see, Zelk. I mean, I would love to build up Jaber at another time, but I'd rather build Blair than Jaber, to be honest. Kind of excited for that. Blackstar, please take note that we have a clean stream policy. I'm going to let it go this one time, but please do not repeat that. If you repeat that, I will have to remove you from my stream, okay? Nexon requires me to run a clean stream, so please do not disobey that, guys. I get your feelings, but this isn't Reddit. You want to share those kinds of thoughts, please go to Reddit. Or if you guys need an AI girlfriend that badly, you can get one. It's not much for a membership. Okay, Kindroid offers some pretty decent memberships if you're that desperate, FYI. The so-called updated version is just a minor change, but yes, I am SPG. I will at a later date, but I haven't finished our arcade tuning just yet. Well, how? The first thing you need to do is have you watch my Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. Look for my Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. Alright, I'll put the name in chat, or if anyone else can help me put the name in chat so we can find the video. Just the name, not the link, by the way, because nobody else can link. But it's called the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. That's the first thing you need to look at. How? Okay, find that video. Then after that, look for my Ultimate Bunny videos and build Ultimate Bunny. Ultimate Bunny will help you tremendously in this game, and she will do a lot for you. Alright, she is usually everybody's first farming character, so she's quite important. Without her, you'll have a much tougher time in the game. So remember to respect your Ultimate Bun Bun. In fact, that's what I'm using right now, and yeah, she's pretty good at what she does. Well, so long as you know what you're doing. There you go. Thanks, John, for assisting with the advertisement. Okay, 2 minutes 49. Variation is about 10 seconds, so that's not a big deal. Okay, we're going to carry on. We're going to do 4 runs so we can get a nice average time. All right. I love Excel. It's so good. And Mr. W on TikTok, if that's what you want to ask, you will simply be removed from my stream. There you go. Okay, so let's keep things clean. If you find it hard to understand me, then there's nothing I can do to help you. Alright? If you find me with perfect English hard to understand, that's a you problem, man. Because I'm 95% certain it's very easy to understand me. You might get more stable frame rates, but I will tell you one thing, you're going to suffer a lot. High voltage is not used here, as you well know. Have I tried it? No, because it's the same. There's no change to high voltage. As per the video that I made, the only change to high voltage... Oops. There's a guy left alive, unfortunately. Okay, so this run is a no count. We're gonna have to restart it. Because one guy was left behind. Well, Extreme GR, same thing as I told the other guy.
New subscriber detected.
Go and look for the ultimate F2P survival guide. If you cannot find the ultimate F2P survival guide, then, well, that's where you start. Not farming anything, Primal Luke, we're testing. We're testing the new changes. Ajax, eventually, but I cannot give you a timeline because I'm going to focus on what I need to focus on, Jadil. And we only do one thing at a time. For anyone that's new, all right, I'm going to say this once. Please make sure you go to my playlist of videos and look for the ultimate F2P survival guide. Look at this because it's going to help you, okay? Look for that build and you're good to go. I think they did, John, because all characters could do that. All of them were supposed to be able to do that. So why people made it an issue, I will never understand. Well, unfortunately, I cannot just test like that and just say, oh, one run and it's better. No. Tests must be done completely independently, without any ego, without any false data. So at the very least, you got to test 4 times. I'm always a believer in those rules. The second you take a shortcut because you're lazy or you don't want to do something, then that's not testing and you don't have a right to be a creator. I'm a professional. So I will keep it professional. For others, they don't have to. They can stick to their beliefs. But like I said, improper testing only leads to misinformation. Misinformation hurts the public. And once you hurt the public, you lose their trust. Losing their trust means less revenue. So what does it boil down to? I like to be professional because that's what keeps me and my family alive. And I will stay professional so long as it keeps me and my family alive. Honor. A lot of people don't think honor brings monetary value, but it actually does in this day and age when everybody else is dishonorable. Honor becomes a rare commodity, so I like to keep it. Hello, Neo Wolf. I'm just testing things, stage by stage. Ballistic, I do not know, but if anyone is on Xbox and can sign in and play, please let the fellow know. Well, yes, but we'll see. I mean, I may adjust his build in weird ways. You never know. I mean, he's never had my magic touch before, so we shall see. Hello, Axome. Mookie, good to see you. Honest builds do save lives. Honest lives save builds. Okay. Getting knocked down is alright as long as I don't get knocked off the map.
New super chat received.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I will thank you properly in a second because I can't see who sent it from the combined chat and I don't know why, but I have to go directly to YouTube to check that, but I will. Spider Bun does whatever Spider Bun does. Can she swing from a web? Yes, she can. She's Spider Bun. And 43. Okay, cool. And we're going to go one more time to ensure. Okay. Ah, Lewis, my dear friend, thank you so much for that lovely super chat. Very, very kind of you. Ronnie says he's on Xbox. It's taking forever to get in, but after multiple tries, he's able to get in. The login issues seem worse after this patch. Please, guys, make it known in the official Discord. Make some noise about it, all right? If all of you could go there and start making some noise about it, that would really help your case as well. Neo Wolf says Xbox is having issues logging in. Your friend also can't log in. Okay, please make some noise in there, and hopefully that'll help people. Foxarella, good to see you. Wings are indeed high, and wings are indeed low. All right. Let's go kick some butt. Even I had a disconnection issue today, Ballistic, so... Well, it was just once, but yeah, it seems pretty rough. Hopefully they can fix all this. Please keep making it known that these errors are occurring, because the more that we make it known, the more they can start to adjust things. Because it does seem like there are some problems lately. Hello, Devin. Yeah, good to have that as a known issue. Still not going to resolve or change the problem, but we shall see. Oh yeah, I do have a funny personality. You know, people gotta learn to take the good with the bad. I'm funny, but I'm also gonna give you a lot of sass. You know, it's just, I think that some people just can't handle sass. They were born unsassed. You know, they were born with everybody being like, "Oh, precious." But for me, I'm just like, "You absolute donkey. What are you doing?" On a scale of 1 to donkey, you're a donkey. Of course, TFD devs are focusing too much on the vocal minority. That's why we're in this situation. We are here because vocal minority is bad. Vocal minority is bad for any video game. That's why gatekeeping used to be a thing. But now, people don't gatekeep as much. Also, Arcane, you signing on to test your shit? You got a lot of male descendants to start leveling. Including Old Man Ajax, your favorite. Hey, why are you not leveling Professor Oak, huh? Yeah.
So much work to do.
Yeah? Or, you know, you could go play Dark Tide again. You heretic and traitor! Traitor!
I only played it that one time.
Nah, lies. Traitor.
I accept it.
As a chaplain of the Ultramarines, I will look at you for any sign of heresy. Even the slightest hint can be a stain on your soul. How's the testing going? We're just getting this baseline, because Bunny is the baseline for farming. She is the farming queen, youngest queen. Hopefully 18, because otherwise a lot of people are going to jail. But anyway, point is, I'm gonna test. And we'll find out. All right, that's the last run. 242. Okay. Let's All too familiar, I know how to say this. Okay, great. Bellissimo. So Bunny on average is clearing in about 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Now we're going to test Ines. So we're heading back to town. And then we will test Ines the Guinness.
Chat received.
Thank you, Jay at the Bodega. Appreciate you, my man. I will try to be the best creator for all of you. Doing my best, stage by stage. Arigato gozaimasu. And for those of you that want to support some extra music while I be grinding, alright, check out my music here. In fact, let me play some tunes for you while I grind and do 4 runs with Ines, because boring. Okay, swapping over to Ines. Swapping over to the Guinness World Record. Okay, Mightier Than Thor, here it is. Yes, we all say the shame bells. The shame bells are one with us. We are the shame bells. I am the bell of shame. I was born to be the bell of shame. I am the shamerest of bells. But anyway, don't forget to check out my music. It's also available on SoundCloud. Like I said, I'll play some tunes in the background for y'all. If I can find my own tracks. There they are. Makes farming a lot more fun. Oops. If you want to hear it at full volume, head on to my YouTube or SoundCloud. Now, 4 runs. Let's go. No. The only thing I changed was skill power to cooldown, because you needed more cooldown.
Her voice once sweet, now laced with pain, an echo of love, lost in the rain. In darkness found a cursed choice for melody gone, she mourns her voice. Oh, sing to me.
Okay, 4 runs, people. 4 runs. First cast. Whee! Kamehameha! Explode! Oh man, dud run. Because one enemy escaped somewhere back there. If I still beat Bunny's timing though. Oh, there we go. He died now. There are differences between the two fellows. One fellow restores health, the other one restores ammo. Anyway, sorry, we have to cancel that run. We have to do a proper one. Twizzy, I would say report in the official Discord because we're already past that for all of us. The Hagio Sheepdog OHR will restore your health. The new one, the Labrador, restores ammo. That's the main difference. Yeah, unfortunately, but I have to scrap the run. It's just how it is. I'll just try and finish this fast so I can get the data out. What about you, Arcane? What you gonna roll? Who you gonna work on?
SMO.
SMO? Alright. After I get done with Blair, I want to try him too. It's gonna be fun. You have missed everything, Ash. You've missed the entire world. You're welcome, OHR, but in future, right, well, depending on how fast you found my channel, anytime there's changes, check out the patch notes video. It's very important. As long as you keep up with that, you'll be okay.
There's no getting away.
A haunting calm under stormy skies, with scales of silver, heart of fire.
Just make sure your snare trap has clear line of sight to the enemy, alright? That's important. Where you place your snare trap is going to be very important, guys. Remember that. Well, I'm just glad you're enjoying the music, Sento. Y'all should check it out. Bump my tunes when you're farming. It's good stuff. But this is actually about the Little Mermaid. Okay, Ines timing. 225. Okay. 225. So she's not a lot faster than Bunny, but faster at least. I don't think the nerf was too bad in the 400s, but it's the Void Erosion Purge which we're really going to have to take into account. So that's going to be a big one, but we'll keep doing it. Oh, my modules are full. I am on Spotify. Aspect. I am on Spotify and all major music platforms. Hey, Lawbreaker, how's it going? How are you, my friend? Yep. There's tons of new stuff, including my music. But yeah, we're all just trying different things. Like Arcane is testing out SMO. I'm working on an S and just seeing the timings, the run times, the farm timings, all that. You know, gotta know what's up.
The apple gleams with dark delight.
Take this.
A choice awaits beneath the night.
I do not wish to disclose where I made my AI music, so if you don't mind, I'm not going to disclose that. That being said, it is AI music, yes. There are several softwares out there. I would say use what works best for you. Yeah, but for me, my audience loves it, so I'm not worried about that. If you don't like AI music, that's okay, but this is what we do, and I'm very proud of my creations. If the real producers hate it, well, they better get good, because I'm about to beat their asses with every single thing that I can create. So y'all just wait. Y'all even heard the new stuff I got cooking. I've only let one person sample it, not gonna disclose who it is, but let's just say it's gonna be really sick once I drop it. Yep, thanks. I will keep doing me. The game will not be closed, no. But, Kwang, keep the stream clean. Don't say bye for the cake. Come on, man. Look, you want this game to be serious or you want this game to be called Guna Warframe? Let's keep it clean, okay, guys? Come on. Not the first time I told you guys that.
There's no getting away.
Alright, keep the stream clean, okay? Please, guys, come on. But let's see how that goes, alright? I don't think the game's gonna be shut down right now. There's very little chance of that. But there may be problems down the line if they continue to lose players. We'll have to see whether they will continue to lose players or whether they'll keep up with their player base. Let me just get rid of the mods that I have because they filled up my inventory and I don't like not getting all the drops. It's weird. I'm sure you want both, Qualm, but do you remember that I told you my literal contract with Nexon says that I have to run a clean stream? So if you break the clean stream, I have to throw you out, Mr. Qualm. Hey, 20 is pretty good. If I can get to 200, I told you, I'm gonna stream in a suit, okay? Hello, Jack. Spread the word around, Aspect, especially if you like my stuff. Now, the next album will release soon. All of these songs that you're hearing now are not released yet on the major music platforms. They're only available on my YouTube and SoundCloud for now. They will be released soon, though. Even if you step up with marketing, the thing is, the game needs to be good enough to attract players and travel through word of mouth. Right now, their game is not exactly going well through word of mouth, hence the problem. Of course, Assassino, I'm an official content creator. All of us signed the same contract, dude. Well, nameless user, keep an eye on the test and you'll know. I might just do that, Lawbreaker. I might just do that. But we'll see. Okay, 2 more runs with Ines, then I'll give you guys the results. Assassino, please take note. Anyone who calls themselves an official content creator has to sign a contract with the developers or with the company that publishes the game. If somebody calls themselves an official content creator and they don't do that, they are literally misrepresenting themselves and impersonating, alright, a person who actually is, which is wrong and also a crime in some countries. Please note that we do not commit crimes, okay? I may have one of my coolest people called Lawbreaker, but we are pretty good at sticking to the law. Just saying. Crimes are bad for you, okay? You can still save the day. My trials he finds to break the bars and restore the light. Slide upon the white skies. Dream of the dawn with sunlights from darkness rise. Let your soul take. It's always got to be a Mr. Mackey moment. Symphonies of love forever will flow. Timeless day. Because high risk, high reward, right? You take the risk that your whole life might end up being spent in jail or dead. So that's why.
Those bastards. No. In shadows deep, where darkness falls.
Since when were accounts criminals, Qual? I'm pretty sure we've got some pretty darn strict regulations to keep us from being criminals. Because crime is bad. Hello, Leroy Jenkins. 216, okay. One more run, guys. If it's the same vibe, that's good. mean, Bunny kind of needed it. She's just a bun bun. She's just a poor little bun bun. Alright, Kwong, I just hope that when you donate to me, it's all clean money, okay? I want to see that you don't get caught, you make a lot of money from your criminal activities, then you put a big fat red super chat to me, okay? Thank you. Well, she should be. If she was useless, I think everybody would riot. And not in a pleasant way either. Well, they're already ready to riot today. This is the same build that I had before, Raul. Go check my updated Ines build. I haven't changed a single module. Everything you need is in my videos with a full explanation of all the arcade tuning, everything. The only difference you will probably need is to change the arcade tuning a little bit. I'll show you after this. It's only one node change. Just change one node and you're good. Oh, don't worry, Lawbreaker. I trust you. How to wash money as if I know that. I know nothing about these things. Alright? Genuinely, you can make me take a lie detector test. I don't know that. I'm clean as a whistle. Now, I don't care what other people do. Alright? I'm clean as a whistle. I mean, you can wash your money every day. No problem. My builds are here to help. That's why I post them all. As soon as it's done, I post them all with full information. So all you gotta do is just go there. I know nothing, Juan. I know nothing. I'm Jon Snow. Okay. We're good. 26. 144 on average. Okay. Unfortunately, we have to stop the music for now because we're done with the farming bit here. Okay, so based on my testing, just so you guys know what's going on and what's up right now, Ines is still on average about 20 seconds faster than Bunny. I can test Keelan to do the same thing and we'll see. But listen, just go on my SoundCloud and my YouTube channel aspect. You'll find everything there first. Oh no, this is AI generated. Those are actual music softwares, nameless user. I don't believe they've got an AI option. But I cannot reveal and I do not want to reveal my AI software that I'm using. All right, consider it a little bit of personal protection. But there are many softwares out there. I suggest you try them out for yourself. Some are better than others. Okay, but you can choose to use whatever you want. For me, I currently am with one particular software that I really like, and I'm sticking there unless major changes cause me to step away. But for now, it's good, so I'm using that. So I hope you can understand my take on this. But no, I do not use an actual music program. FL Studios, Logic are all actual music programs. I don't think they have got an AI option, to the best of my knowledge. I'm just using an AI generator. But I do write my own lyrics. I do editing. Now, for post-editing, I do use editors, but for the most part, I'll just tell you this honestly, you can use Audacity just to do the post-production editing. For most of your stuff, you can literally just use Audacity and you will not go wrong. Like your editing afterward is going to be fine. Literally with just Audacity's basic ass software, you can literally do most of your editing there, most of your cleanup. But you want to get serious about it, you're probably going to need a proper software. And yes, I did say this in my video trig. You didn't have to read the comment. You could have just watched the video, but up to you. And is Ines nerfed? Yes, for Void Erosion Purge. Of course she is nerfed, but if we're talking results, she's more in line with the base, so she's still about 20 seconds faster than Bonnie, roughly. Now we're going to go test some other stuff. So now we have to go to VP and start at stage 21, and let's see whether Ines can survive. So that'll be the next thing. No, I do not play any instruments. I started out as a rapper. So no, I have no skill with instruments. Hence why I use AI. Don't have to have that knowledge. All I need to do is write from the heart, and that's it. It's not that bad, no. It's actually quite okay. I wouldn't say she's just as busted as she was before. I would say it is problematic. And Faranek, please report that in the Discord, okay? Because the more of you that report that issue, the more that shit will get done. If you guys do not report the issue and you just sit around, then shit will not get done. Okay, here we go. Remember that you need line of sight for your snare trap, so please shoot it into the air. Measure the distance and shoot accordingly, especially in situations like this. Stage 21 should still be fine with Ines.
You can't escape.
Okay, aerial shots are still good.
This is going to sting. There's no getting away.
Think like Obi-Wan Kenobi, just go get yourself the high ground. Going good, Isuzu. Sorry, going good, Jose. I don't know why I thought Isuzu said that. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're doing alright. Can't really complain. Aerial shot. Glaive was always good, but you can, like, the thing is, Glaive requires a weapon with a good set of cores, so when building up, it was a lot easier for people to use Ines, so I'm just seeing how high Ines can go comfortably without worrying too much, and then we will assess after that what happens. Like, she can still comfortably clear 21, so pretty much up to 21 is totally fine. Try to find a nice clear space. Stay moving, stay mobile if you can. But now you have to actually actively avoid cover, which is the only big problem.
This is where it ends. Begin tracking. Loading. Damn it.
Whee! Okay. 21, fine. I don't have a Eugen build now. She is definitely much more uncomfortable to use. Thanks for the support, Adam. Decent KH, my Glay build is freely available on my channel. Just look for Glay and Last Dagger build and you're good to go. And yeah, you can't just brain dead throw snares. Anyway, in the meantime, while I continue to do this, please make sure you check out my SoundCloud as well. My music is released there first before it goes to official channels like Spotify, all that, while we are preparing our second album for release. All right, just take note that you can find my music there first. Okay, now let's go to stage 22. And I forgot that that link is old, but anyway, you can go check out that link. That link leads to one of the oldest songs. It's not my latest song, but you can still get to my SoundCloud. Well, Velison, people just, you know, that's how it is. Aw, Ronnie, thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate that.
Super chat received.
But I think it's, look, Power Fantasy is great, but the other issue is if you have too much Power Fantasy, then everything gets done and everyone complains and moans that the game is too easy. So there has to be a balance. But how they introduce that balance will take some time to understand. Well, yeah, Ines was nerfed, Emmer, as I stated, so... You know, of course she was nerfed. Which should make sense. Okay, shields are still problematic. We can sort of get through them. Okay. Shoot through. She will require some knowledge at least to play now. That's how I feel about it. You do have to think a little bit. You can't just cast for no reason.
Damn it.
And you have to have clear line of sight between you and the target. So if you don't have clear line of sight, you're screwed. So you have to think about when you're taking the health orbs, things like that. Knowing when to cast, pretty important as well.
My shield. Damn them.
So try to aim your cast into the air so that when it detonates, it'll hit more targets. Okay? Try to do that.
Load. This is going to hurt.
And no, the charge time is still just as long as it was before. I don't know why people think there's a shorter charge time. It's still as long as before. At least as far as I remember. Time of the Hunting Hounds, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the snare acrobatics that was changed. Time of the Hunting Hounds, the change was to the cooldown of your first skill, not to the third skill, FYI. I think you may have misinterpreted that. I think you may have misinterpreted the rules. Okay, do not misinterpret the rules. I'm more concerned about my plasma usage, man. That's way more painful than anything else.
My shield. Damn them.
So 22 is a bit of a struggle, but still sort of doable. Just trying to hit aerial shots. Ines, stop moaning about it. Just get in there and start killing.
This is where it ends. You can't escape.
Ooh, nasty.
Damn. Maybe I got a bit cocky.
Can't even hide out, so you gotta take it on the chin. If you die, you die.
Oh, damn it.
Get used to that idea.
There's no getting away.
Uh-oh. Hey, Truff. What up, Nerdicus?
Eliminate.
The character herself better be upset at the nerf because it is painful. But okay, she can handle 23, 22. Not great, but she can do it. Why are you so quiet?
I was about to say that.
Let's end this. No.
Hang on, I gotta boost your volume, but I'm stuck in this run. Once I'm out of this run, I'll boost your volume so I can hear why you're so tired. Just be ready for tomorrow evening. I still gotta do TFD in the morning, but tomorrow evening you better be ready. You got trials, you need to carry me to top 100 on the leaderboard. No. I need it! I need it! Okay, whatever, zombie boy, didn't hear that, but I'll hear you in a second. I know, right?
Don't you dare run away.
I don't regret the choices.
Okay, let's increase the truffle. Okay, there you go. Now you should be sensible.
Surprise.
Yes. You speak, therefore you are. So, welcome. Nights out today?
Nope, I'm on off tomorrow.
Oh, very nice. Good job, human.
Lol.
Yeah, the line of sight requirement's the biggest
Wait,
thing.
I told you I was on off tomorrow.
Yep, but it is what it is. Yes.
Anyway, essentially I forgot to remove myself from the training schedule because I had duty. I had like a surprise duty shift, so I had to take up duty like yesterday, and I forgot to take my name out for training today. So I ended up having to support training today.
Congratulations.
And my brain is imploded.
I see. Amaral? Well, yes, they did buff Luna, but I don't play Luna, so you have to try for yourself. Of course I am tomorrow evening, though. Tai Berserk. Morning will be TFD because we have a lot to work on, so I can't sacrifice that. But I am looking forward to the evening. I'm gonna, do some stuff.
And you're gonna see the great sword that I have.
You're gonna
Actually,
see
you
the
can see it
gun
later
lance that I
also.
have.
When did you start playing Gunlands?
Never, I haven't built it. I will build
you
it,
don't
though.
build. You just built the Arc Dot one.
That's what I heard I'm supposed to do, but I haven't built one yet. I will, tomorrow. I'm still gonna be playing Lance.
Yeah, I thought you should try to build.
Okay. But yeah, tomorrow's evening stream is when I'll play Monster Hunter Update, because sorry, TFD still needs me right now. I'm busy.
Keep trying.
But yeah, I'm gonna build the gun lance after this. I saw how powerful it is. I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do time trials, I better learn this damn thing. It's
I
like
told you
seriously
how
strong.
powerful it is.
This is going to
Yeah, but Lance is cool, okay? But it's way stronger than Lance. So I was like,
Thanks.
I need to learn how to do the worm stake and burst combo and all that.
Oh, it's simple.
damn it.
And I need to learn how to move by shelling.
Oh, that's simple as well.
Age core, they nerfed Ines as per my patch notes video. Yeah, I'll figure it out another day. Tomorrow.
It's easier to play Gunlands than what great start.
Well, I look forward to your funky greatsword.
My shield. Damn them.
This LOS requirement is pain. P-I-N.
Okay, I would say it would not be the best used scenario in most fights, but you will like how it looks.
Okay. As long as it does some shit, I'm okay with that.
I mean, it does do damage. granted I am building it for a draw attack kind of playstyle.
Well, enjoy yourself. Well, I agree with that. But it is what it is, so we best make do. Still playable, just annoying. I'd say 23 is looking pretty harsh as a limit, because if you die, you lose all your plasma. So for the average player, stage 23. Anyway, sorry, Truff, today there's a major bouncing upheaval, so we're trying to worm our way through. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I am just thinking about this build.
My shield.
Think song.
No, I don't mind the cooldown reduction or anything like that. That's all totally okay to me. The line of sight is the biggest problem because it gives her no downtime. So all other characters get hit through walls, but Ines is like, nah, no, which you was.
My shield.
I'm thinking to myself, why is that a problem? Like, literally, Bunny can do it. I can hit people on the floor below me. Like, are you kidding me? And here's the best part. Now your snare trap will also disappear if you break line of sight with your snare trap. So where does your snare trap go? That's right, in the square hole.
Don't you dare run away.
Yeah, improving skill descriptions. Forgot to mention that.
Oh, it's okay. I just look up the wiki and ask the person who tested it. Like, some nerd will have tested it, and I just look at what they do. And they'll say, this thing increases efficiency by this percentage point. I'm like, oh, so this will As long as it's not the Vextra Live wiki, though, that thing's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I've used it.
I
just
read, like,
use
random
my
wikis.
own brain.
Well, we're not all as smart as you, okay, Hunter Boy? You love this series.
This is going to sting.
Mister, I have
One of
played
mine.
every weapon to perfection.
I mean, one of my sergeants, I played it
This is
for
going to hurt.
longer than I have gotten better in Legend.
Nice job.
Of course, the officer has to be better. Just kidding.
Oh, you better hope nobody from Suspect is here.
Nah.
And look at you dissing your own specs, bro.
I mean, he's a great guy, but... Yeah.
But yeah, no, the officer has to be better, right? You know,
There's no
my younger brother wearing all his stripes, you know, he gotta be better. He gotta be better. That's how it works.
Although I can't be
And, well, boss level 1 Jonathan already answered the question for you. I don't give up, I don't quit. I do have to survive, yeah, but I don't give up and I don't quit. So that's why my name is Robot. So far I'm just assessing the damage to Ines. She can still farm, but Void Erosion Purge, you won't be able to do half the crap you could pull last time. And you also need to play like Obi-Wan Kenobi and seek the high ground, so that's kind of that. But other than that, it's okay. It's not as horrible as a lot of people are making it out to be. You can at least get to stage 20 easy peasy. Stage 21's a sleepwalk, but 22, 23 is starting to get a bit hard. I think 24 will be the limit. As far as I know, 24 is most likely going to be the limit. Don't quote me on that because I can't be 100% sure, but based on my thought process, it seems to be. Nope, I'm dead. There we go. I do love to find other characters to play, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain right now. And if they did not increase the timer the way they had, this would be nearly impossible. So yeah, of course, granted, I do have multiple deaths, but if you're trying to run a skill-based Ines, this is hell on earth. So, yep, she is no longer going to be able to pull off the cool stuff that she did before. And that is something we got to accept. So if you don't have a built-up secret garden, yeah, you're not going to have a great time. And a lot of people, that's why I'm testing without the secret garden, but I think that stage 23 is honestly her limit. I'm going to test stage 24, but I feel pretty much the same way. I think I'm going to feel pretty much the same way. Because you have to have line of sight to hit anything. Anything goes behind a box or whatever, your skill stops, which is ridiculous because all other characters don't have this restriction. Well, no, gun meta did not take over at 25. You could go all the way up to 27 without gun meta before you even built up the cores. So it was a great way of getting cores without having to stress.
Keep trying.
But now it's like, yeah, no, this is horrifying. So you're gonna have to be built up around stage 23. I don't think you can bypass stage 24 that easily
Underestimated them.
because she's just not that good at it. Oh. Yeah, so like it's not brain dead play anymore. Like you have to actually like sit in there and tactically play, which is what people want. But I'm gonna tell you, people are gonna table flip over this. So this will be the, I think, biggest hurdle in my personal opinion. It's not for me because I'm already built up, but I'm thinking about like the player perspective. So that's not gonna go so well. But if you were, but I'll find an alternative for people anyway. I mean, that's what we do testing for in the first place. We test so we can find alternatives for people, and I will. Just, it's gonna take some time. That's all. Okay, I'm just gonna do a rudimentary test of 24. See if we can do anything there. And if we can, then good. If we can't, then well.
Well paid.
Well, what?
Well paid.
Yes, P-E-I-N. Pain.
In.
Yes, exactly that.
Paid.
Bull.
Whoa.
I mean, he is a musical artist. Well, you don't have to look at the target, but there has to be a clear pathing between you and the target. So you can actually hit somebody behind you. Kind of like Daredevil. You don't need your eyes, but you do need them to have a clear line of sight. You're not Iron Fist and you can't fly into the air and punch Storm.
Eyes are just a suggestion.
Yes. Also, Marvel Rivals new season soon, bro. We gotta grind our ranks. Well, next season.
I haven't even got them.
Me neither, but still. Eventually, at some point, you know? I gotta get to eternity this time. I need to become the eternity. The eternal... They shall call me the eternally depraved nuisance.
Eliminated.
Yes. Yes, well, this is who I am. At least I'm not a Black Veil Bride. That would be a lot worse. If anyone knows, then you know. I still remember when everyone was obsessed with him. Oh god. So you don't have to look at the target, but you need a clear LOS. Now, funnily enough, that's only for the bounces between you and the target. You see, if you got no clear LOS, but it can bounce between two targets, that's also okay. So for anyone that's played, I guess, characters that have chaining abilities, that's pretty much what you do now.
Reloading. Ha! Take this.
But if you can get to stage 24, you can sort of make your way through it, I guess. 24 is alright. So you can still farm 24. 24 is okay. 23 for some god-awful reason is harder than 24, but okay. I guess me just counts so poor. Shoot your skill in the air. Make sure you have the high ground, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. No high ground, you're not gonna win. It's over, Anakin.
It's over.
Lucky Snow, that's actually untrue. All electric characters can go through walls. Valby, Freyna can go through walls, FYI. And I'm pretty sure Glay can also cast through walls, assuming that you go Mass Sang. I'm pretty sure she can. So that is unfortunately untrue. While some characters cannot, there is a vast majority of characters that can, so that whole cannot go through walls thing argument was just a straw man argument that a lot of people used to pin down why Ines was overpowered, but they could have just touched her cooldowns and her skill damage. The LOS thing, there's a lot of others that can do it, FYI. I'm also okay with the nerf, but still I feel it's annoying.
You can't escape.
You're back.
Time your take. Explosive life mobbing is okay, but it's already slower, so like if you want to play it for fun, you can do it, but I mean I don't foresee it overtaking the other builds. Like if you desperately need to level the character, then by all means go ahead, but I don't think I want to spend too much time on that. I'm not that obsessed with Glade that I'm going to use it for mobbing. Besides, if I'm going to mob, I'm going to use a launcher.
Reloading. Oh, damn it.
Well, I don't know if the hotfix was a step in the right direction, though, Lucky Snow. The main thing that we need to check out is the player base going to rise? If the player base rises over the next few days and we see a growth trend, then good. Then it means that the hotfix is a step in the right direction. If it does not, then they better start backpedaling like hell, because if they start losing players again, it means that players aren't interested in your balance. Nobody cares about balance. You're still going to lose players. Then they may as well focus on content and other things, because they're not retaining players with balance. So we'll have to see how things go. That's the most crucial thing. And the devs will have to decide after that, because it doesn't matter how many people applaud them for their decision. And I just want to be frank about this, you know. Frank, maybe not Castle, but I do want to be frank about this. They need to be very sure about these kinds of decisions. And if it does not translate to profit, Nexon's going to pull the plug, so be aware of that. So yeah, we might not get what we wish for once the genie's out of the bottle. So we have to make sure that it's actually worthwhile. So that's... Sorry, what?
The bottle is out of the genie.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that too. In that case, why was the bottle in the genie? Sus. Very sus. Oh no, I wasted that. Whoops. That was not very cool.
The other... Wait, sorry, it's just a different build.
You and your sword of the greatness.
Funny. It's a funny weapon.
Well, I look forward to seeing you use it tomorrow, pal.
Just know that I will probably do less offsets because, you know.
Okay, stage 24, Ines can still farm here. So if you guys still need to farm, you can still farm stage 24. Getting to stage 24 might be a bit of a problem, but those of you who have built up Ines, you don't have to panic so much. We're going to try stage 25 and see if it's farm worthy, but we'll go from there. Time to testo the besto with a little bit of pesto. But yeah, let's find out. Let's find out what the pain is like. Go get your money. Either way, like, look, I'm always going to hope for the best, so I really do pray that this thing works out how these devs want it to. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it does what it's supposed to do, and it brings back players. If it does, then good. If not, then... with that exact sound effect. Okay.
It's time for the hounds.
Never forget ye that on today they took away my woof woof lady. You fell asleep. Is the patch good? Nope. Nah, I'm just kidding. You can check the patch notes video. I'd say there's good and bad. There's some good, some bad. Like the Ines nerf is only really felt in Void Erosion Purge. So you're not even going to feel it in the 400%. She is going to be slower than before. So obviously not great, but, you know, it's not so bad that it's unplayable. But you do have to change your playstyle a good bit now. You're going to have to use a more smart playstyle, I guess. But if you do that, you'll be fine. If you don't do that, well, you will be unfine. And that's not what you want to be. I'm just saying. Because the way that she works now is that you need pure line of sight. Pure chaos. In order to do anything. So you don't have line of sight, your stuff is not going to do too much. So your snare trap doesn't go on the target. Okay? It doesn't go inside the square hole. You got to shoot the snare trap in the air. Get the high ground. As long as you get the high ground, you're okay. No high ground, no kill. Random sound effects from Truffles.
Damn it, no.
I died.
Damn it.
I think that they can nerf characters, but they need to be careful about how they do it. If they overdo it, like in this particular case, it doesn't go so well. So that is what I will say. For the most part, I'm not anti-nerf to the point that, oh, you can't nerf anything. I mean, at the end of the day, look, bouncing will happen in most games. You gotta be prepared for that. But I don't want them to overdo it. Because once you overdo it, you make your fan base unhappy. Yeah. And you cannot take back once you've lost trust. It's very difficult. Very few games have been able to do that. Okay? Diablo 4 took, remember, 3 seasons after season 1 to even get some of their player base back. Alright? Oh no! Bomb attached to my head. Then the other one is Helldivers. They never recovered to their pre-Sony numbers. And now they're all in with Sony because Sony's the only thing that's paying their bills right now. So it doesn't matter that they've got 60,000 whatever players. They've just got to live with it. And Sony can't let them die because they're Sony's only real good flagship game now. So, yep, Sony just has to live with Helldivers. And that's kind of their situation. They've never ever recovered to the big numbers that they've seen before. How's Ines after the nerfs? Like I said in the patch notes, the only thing that's really going to suffer is Void Erosion Purge. The rest is fine. She's not going to be as fast as before, but you're still going to outrun Bunny. Just an FYI. So if you're still going to outrun Bunny, then there's still room for you to survive. But, well, smart play is going to be the big keyword right now. And certain areas, certain void erosions are no longer going to be as easy to farm. So for cores, I'm probably going to recommend stage 24. Stage 25 is doable, but not that easy because the line of sight thing is a major issue. You really have to have line of sight when you're casting. And this obviously creates issues. Fernek, please just follow the reactors that I have for my build videos, okay? Just follow what I have in my build videos. Anything else, then you can remove. If you're constantly filling up on reactors, I'm sorry I cannot help you. You have to decide, alright? I just delete whatever doesn't fit in my build videos. And so you gotta watch all the build videos and find out what I'm using. If you find out what I'm using, you should be fine. Well, Void, if you feel that way, then that's okay. Just listen. As many others have said, vote with your wallet. If you think it's an L patch, you don't want to play anymore, then stop playing. Alright? If the player count drops, then they'll walk it back. If the player count doesn't drop, then it means that they were right in the first place. Yes, you can, because the max sprint speed is 1,300 regardless, and Ines can reach that very easily. So of course she can outrun it. She is already faster than Bunny, and I did a max sprint speed Bunny as well.
Keep trying.
So yeah, Ines will still be faster than Bunny because she still does more damage with the right stuff. But Void Erosion Purge, she's gonna suffer. Like, she can do stage 25, but not well. I think your best bet farming is stage 24, where she has a slight advantage. Okay, there we go. Well, they did screw her over, but she's not that bad. And I'll show you guys the modification. Now that I'm done with my testing, I can show you guys the modification. If you want to get Ines sort of back to where she was before, all you need to do is literally just change one node. You don't even need triple speed to max out depending on how you structure your skills, because I don't really run out of MP much with Bunny. I can maintain 1,300 the entire way through. Okay, the main thing is you change... Last time we had something like this, right? Change this node to this. That's it. That's all you need to do. You'll sacrifice a bit of power, but your Ines will be able to do stuff. So, yeah. Well, John Knowles, I mean, a more balanced game. The thing is, you gotta understand that in a PvE setting, why do we need balance at all? It's PvE, man. But a more balanced game being more fun, who's it fun for? So what we have to see, and the only way to figure out the truth, John, is this. Very simple. We'll need to see whether the player numbers rise or fall. If the player numbers rise because of this, good. But if they show no change, and if after 3 or 4 days the player count drops even further, then we know that the idea was a bad idea. So, Does the movement speed affect the total speed of the Descendant, Krish? Yes, it does. But there are multiple different types of speed. You got to look at sprint speed. Sprint speed is the one that caps out at 1,300. The rest will never hit cap. But you don't need to worry about these because for Bunny, you're always sprinting. Ines, you're almost always sprinting as well, except for the moments where you're casting. So please do be aware of that. Now, it's time to try out Le Kyle. Okay, this is going to be what we call, how you say, very bad. So we are going to have bad time. Very, very bad time. Okay? So since we are going to have a bad time together, I hope that all of you can accept and understand the need for a horrible time. Okay? I'm joking, I'm joking. Where's my superconductive bombing? Okay, we have that here. I've already brought it down to 8.8, so I think I can just stuff something else in there, which will be fine considering what my superconductive bombing is. So let's go with a skill Expensio, which is perfect anyway. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep, I'm just gonna go to the normal Sigma sector because no need for me to go high risk. You know, just gonna bum around a little bit. It's Cal. And listen, Dean, I feel you. I get that. But at the end of the day, the player count is what's going to decide everything. So, and High Wolf Gaming, you can say that the only people crying about trivialized content are the content creators, but I'm a content creator. So you're kind of disrespecting me at the same time. You're not making your point better. Content creators, I don't see, like, if they're crying about it, then you go tell them off. But have I cried about it? No. The only thing I mentioned was that we do need some challenge in the game for the hardcores, but at the same time,
Descendant.
you do realize that when
the
content is
operation
too
zone.
trivialized, it's also
Proceed
bad.
with
That being
caution.
said, nobody likes their power taken away. The devs, what I've always said is that the devs made the mistake. They made the mistake, they made their bed, now they have to lie in it, which is fair to everybody. Alright? Wraith awaiting launch orders. Here comes the Kyle, people. Here comes the Kyle. We are bombing. It's a fine day to drop some bombs. Oh, yeah. That's why I will forever love Kyle's build.
Here I come.
Where's the dude I'm supposed to kill? What the hell? Oh, there he is.
Can't escape.
Wraith awaiting launch orders. Time to go bombing. I see the enemy and he
Wide
is
range
done.
shaping charge drop complete. Begin the void energy purification operation. Descendant.
Sure,
Prime the
Blackout.
detonator with your arcade. Then
Let me know if they
activate
do
the
say
remote
anything.
Detonation device.
And look, the Serena nerf, unfortunately, you know, like I said,
Here I come.
the devs seem to be of the idea that the trivialization of content is bad for their game, but is it really? Like I said, let's find out. The only way we're gonna know is with numbers. And we don't have numbers just yet. Alright. I don't disagree with any of your statements, guys, but like I said, the only factor that matters here is what's the player count gonna be like. Player count good, no problem. Devs aren't gonna care. Player count bad, you best believe they're gonna start caring real fast. I guesstimate that if the player count worsens from these changes, you know? Yeah, it's still the same build. I'm using the same stuff. Just no arcade tuning yet. So I'm just going around bombing stuff. Alright, here comes the Kyle. Dropping bombs, people, dropping bombs. Air Force Kyle is in. Well, listen, High Wolf, if people care about those creators. Those creators, most of them, nobody cares about those creators. The only real creator here is me anyway. So please do not generalize other creators when you're talking to me, all right? I ask for that respect because I'm here to help. I'm not like those guys that buy views and, you know, they're literally garbage human beings. We're not like that here. Here, I'm only focusing on helping the community, which is why, coming back to the real point, if they want to cry about this and that, that's on them. I don't give a shit what they cry about. What I'm here to do is just do one thing for you guys. That one thing is to make sure that you guys have the best game possible. Thanks for being my simp, Lana. But anyway, what I'm going to do is, look, like I said, we're going to assess player base. If after the player base, if after all these changes, the player base doesn't increase, there's no growth, like I said, you best believe the devs are going to walk that shit back. Because do you think they want them to kill their own, do you think they want to kill their own game? That's their careers on the line. Especially in the current job economy. You really think they're going to just say like, oh yeah, you know what, let's let Nexon pull the plug on this. What's the time frame? I don't know yet. We don't have a set time frame because we don't know what the devs' thoughts are. It'll be based on their thoughts. Okay, not T-H-O-T, but thoughts. All right, we're gonna have to see what their thought process is in all this. Can I feel the cowl change? Oh hell yeah! I just love bombing stuff anyway. Well, yes, Jeff. The player population will have to drop, so we'll have to. That's why I say we have to keep an eye over the next few days. If a balancing patch this major that brought a lot of fun to a lot of characters and a lot of revival to a lot of characters is not taken seriously by the community and people aren't coming back because of it, and further, if player numbers continue to drop, then what has the Ines nerf done other than cause themselves to shoot them to, you know, cause people to leave? Sorry if that makes no sense. I fumbled my words there a bit, but I think you guys understand my point. If it's just going to cause players to leave and not have fun, that's not good for them either, you know? That is so not good for them. And they aren't exactly going to have a great time. And Nexon is not going to have a great time. And no, nobody's going to rage at the devs. But at the end of the day, what is going to happen is that people will vote with their time. There are a lot of games that compete for a player's attention, and that's a fact that we have to realize. I'm not saying go and threaten devs or rage at devs. Nobody says that, and nobody should anyway. Only a dishonorable slug of human being would do that. No. But people are going to vote with their time, and you cannot stop that. They're going to quit the game and leave. And if they quit the game and leave, then
Well done, Descendant.
that tells you what the story is, you know? I think they should change the terrain thing. They should keep the numbers, but just change the terrain thing. The terrain thing was too far. That is my opinion, but we'll see what they decide. Look, we cannot be the deciding factor. Also, Kyle's bombing is not bad. It's kind of fun. Not gonna lie. But this is not high risk. I do kind of want to try him in high risk, but we'll see. But I have to admit, this is kind of fun. The terrain thing created a lot of clunkiness that didn't exist before. And also in the Void Erosion Purge, even with lower numbers, I still think Ines would have been able to farm some of the later stages if she was able to properly hide and sort of recover herself, you know? But...
This is HQ.
And that's okay, David.
Troops
I
are
respect
on the
that.
ground.
And you're welcome to
Transport
that.
is
Like, I
out
can't
in
stop you.
standby position.
And I'm not going to try and
Best
stop
of
you,
luck,
nor will I
Descendant.
ever, you know, be the type of person that's going to say like, oh yeah, no, you shouldn't. Because you have that right. And you will always have that right. You know, as you should. Alright, Wraith awaiting launch orders. Let's go bomb. Everybody, enjoy the flight on Air Kyle. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Here I come.
The cooldown's not a problem either, because with a 90% cooldown reduction, you can go down to 9 seconds, which is realistically not a problem. Air support? I am the air support. Ha 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 ha. Wraith awaiting launch orders. Oop. Standing by.
Can't escape.
Well, yeah, because they said they were using these descendants as the baseline, but those descendants are still going to be unplayed. Because they're bad. Nobody wants them. I think people are gonna have more fun with Kyle than, you know, with my build than they are gonna have with all these other descendants, you know what I'm saying?
Prepare yourself.
And Ines was never able to just cheese content. Serena is more of a cheese than she is. The thing that we gotta understand is that Ines provided a good quality of life for several players. Take that away, you take away their favorite toys, they're gonna vote with their wallet. They're gonna vote with their time. It doesn't matter what I think, it doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what our skill set is. At the end of the day, people are gonna vote. The player base is what matters. And the second we don't have a player base anymore, we don't have a game anymore. Nexon, don't forget, who's the... Magnum Studios is the developer, they're in charge, yes. But who's the big daddy? Who's the big daddy? Let me ask you that question, who's the big daddy? Who's the big daddy? It's Nexon. Do you know what Nexon values the most? Let me say it again. It's profit. Nexon only cares about the bottom line. The second the bottom line dips, they won't hesitate to pull the plug on this game. In which case, Magnum Studios is just gonna have to say goodbye. It doesn't matter what they think, doesn't matter what happens. It is their baby, but at the end of the day, Nexon's in control. Nexon's the daddy. So, as much as many people, and I completely understand, look, you want challenge, you want the game to mean something. But I will throw you guys an argument. This isn't Elden Ring. If you want the game to mean something, go play Liza P, go play Elden Ring, go do a naked run in Elden Ring. Have it mean something. You can do the same in Monster Hunter Wilds, by the way. Go do a naked run and see how it goes. You know, that's completely up to you. But when people play this, what they tell me the most is that they're coming back after a long day at work. All right, they do not want to have to think. They do not want to have to waste time. They just want to play a damn game and have fun. You know, even if I myself want challenge, this is not that sort of game, and we gotta accept that. This was a game designed for casuals, and it will continue to be designed for casuals because that's what it was made for. If we try and make it something different than what it was meant to be, what is going to happen is that people are going to get upset and they're going to leave. Once people leave, profits drop, I leave, then you guys are left with nothing. So think very carefully before you ask for nerfs. I can understand the frustration of somebody seemingly overpowered completely wiping out content before you get to it. But you have the right to organize your own teams. You can literally go into World Chat and say, hey, we're doing a special run. Anyone want to join us? No using the foreign characters. Let's have some fun. You know, you could make friends and do that, but people choose not to. They go into public and get upset about it for no reason. So,
Mission complete.
you say this is too OP, that's too OP, but you take all that away and players keep leaving, then what's going to happen? Like I said, let the player numbers speak for this. I'm glad that some of you are happy. I'm glad that many of you are having your say, but what do the player numbers say? If the player count continues to fall after this, that means the decision was not a good one. And, you know, listen, boy, I can't comment on that because that's not why I joined here. I joined because I enjoy this more than Warframe. But if that's the reason people joined in, well, then they may not get what they want. Like I said, at the end of the day, the player count is all that matters. Player count drops, then, Listen, Diami, who cares if the content's being bypassed by one champion? At the crux of this, what is this game for? Is this game to satisfy your ego? It's not. And all those arguments that you guys are making, I understand them. But again, is this a game to satisfy your ego? No, it's a game that is designed to make the parent company money. And the devs get to keep their job. Right? This game is a business. Let's cut through all the nonsense. Let's cut through all the stuff that people... Look, I get that you want to have the moral high ground, but at the end of the day, let's talk facts and figures. This game is a business. Right? I will definitely test him out at a later time, but please let me finish my statement. I'm saying, Diami, all your arguments are all ego because you're all thinking about it from an artistic point of view. Answer me this. Business. How is the player count of this game? As far as I can see, if you were to go to a Steam chart, it's on a downward trend. Unless the player base of this game stops being on a downward trend, they will continue to have to shift their direction because what Big Daddy Nexon wants to see is money. If we don't see money in the bank, then you lose your game. Doesn't matter what we argue, doesn't matter if they make it more challenging, they make this more enjoyable, that more enjoyable, doesn't matter. The only thing that matters at the end of the day is player count and who's spending the money. Money flow stops, your game stops. People, a lot of content creators have argued that they're quitting because, oh, game is too easy, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to know the real reason why they quit? Let me just explain the real reason why they quit. The player count started falling. They could not make money on this game. So once their money dried up, they stopped playing. No matter how they sugarcoat it, no matter what they want to say, that's the only reason why. How do I know? I've been in this business sustaining myself purely off my YouTube for 3 years. Do you really think I'm that unaware? It's up to you whether you believe me or not, but I'm going to say this. Everything's a business. And at the end of the day, profit is all that matters. So if a game is slop, but it's turning a huge amount of profit, it's still going to do well. But if a game, no matter how good it is not turning a profit because players keep leaving, then that's also going to be a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait 3-4 days. I'm not even going to debate this. I'm just going to wait 3-4 days, see where the player count's at. Did this change bring back more players? If so, then good. If by next week, Thursday, the player base is down, then we're stuck. Do you see that? Do you see where the problem is? That's a problem. That's a problem. You can say that as much as you want, boy, but here's the issue. That doesn't matter to Nexon. Player count is what will cause them to pull the plug. And they will do so without mercy. Take note of that. So, choice at the end of the day is yours. I can't decide for you, nor can I influence you. All I can do is tell you the truth. What happens will happen. So, whatever sentiments you have toward this patch, you want to argue it's good, bad, whatever, doesn't matter. You're allowed to have your say. But just don't fool yourself into the idea of thinking that at the end of the day, correlation doesn't equal causation or whatever. Sounds good. But what Nexon is just going to see is, player count falling. Okay, today I just decided to pull the plug. Okay, Magnum Studios, pack it up. We sponsor the servers for 3 more months. Give you time to settle your affairs, then goodbye. Okay? We are going to invest in the next game now. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Because that's how it goes.
This is Hound Action, reporting extreme.
I am well aware that seasonal games always have player dips, but Nexon needs to see growth. And the reason why they are trying to do all these things is because players whine that it was too easy, things like that, you know, trivialized content. Okay, so they're leaving, they're quitting. So the devs are trying a pathway whereby, okay, let's try and listen to the community and see maybe if we, you know, make it so that we listen to them this time, we start nerfing characters, we start to find balance again. Will it help our numbers? If it doesn't help their numbers, like I said, you bet your bottom dollar they're just going to walk it all back and change it all. So let's see how it goes. I just hope we get enough time to make the next update happen. Fingers crossed, my man. I actually want to see that. But like I said, I'm going to keep a close eye on things, and for my part, none of this affects me right now. As long as my profit is still going, I'm still here, and I'm going to come up with fun stuff to do. Like, I'm just going to mess around with Kyle, show you guys how to do the bomber build and all that. Well, I'm still here doing my stuff. But if my profit turns, then, well, I'm gone too, you know? For the time being, I'm still turning a huge profit. I don't need to worry about it. Also, welcome back, Arcane. I'm Kylie.
See that?
If you're working on a character, you want to come. Because
I mean, I am in Sigma now with SMO.
Okay, I'll pick you up after the next run. May as well, right?
Yep. I'm finishing up this one right now.
Bro, are you okay? You sound so tired.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Hope you didn't have them daredevil nightmares. You know, were you leaping off tall buildings? Flying through the sky? Were you Spider-Man?
You fall.
Wait, what?
Here I come. Here I go.
These falling dreams, you know?
Oh my god, those are nightmares. Don't tell me about them.
I've had this so many times.
You had those weird ones where you fall, but you're still in your bed, but you got the fall, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Falling sensation. I get that a lot.
Transformers.
Prepare yourself.
Wait, what was the series? No, not series. That one movie. It's like The Fallen or something.
If you remember, you can let me know. Well, listen, boy, I'm glad you're confident, but again, we'll see. Like, if Vindictus is still receiving updates, good. I'm very happy to hear that. But
Revenge
again,
of the
we'll
Fallen.
see. Revenge of the Fallen. Haven't heard of that.
Yeah. It's the second one. I don't know, you said Fallen, I just thought of it.
Okay, it was just on your mind, huh?
I also keep forgetting what I want to do in
Red Cardinal, sorry we've already gone through that, so you might have to watch the stream back, my guy. I would say, in just a quick summary, but I really suggest you watch the stream back. Her farming is okay, she's still faster than Bunny, but Void Erosion Purge will suffer quite a bit, so just be aware of that. Other than that, it's all okay, for now.
Guard. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, the biggest issue is just the line of sight. Like I said, look, you guys can make any argument you want, Diami and Boy, like, listen, that's okay. I respect it. But player count is the telling number. So let's just wait and see, because, well, things might not always go the way you think. But look, you're welcome to your thoughts. I'll just stick with mine, and I'll say, let's see how this goes. Where's the last dude? He's somewhere. Oh, he's just walking into a wall here. Jesus Christ.
Reload.
He's a wall walker.
Yes, he was. Oh, lol. Smashed straight into that wall. Whoops. I too have walked the wall. I mean, one thing which I do have to say is that this game has a pretty big dev team now, so we don't know how long Nexon will keep their investment in. They've already indicated, and they've stated this openly, that they are unhappy with the player numbers. They're not going to pull the plug anytime soon, but they are unhappy. And when corporate's unhappy, well, devs don't get to keep their job. And we don't know what the economy is going to be like. We can't use past data as, you know, again, correlation is not causation, right? Similar kind of mentality, we can't use past data to estimate the future. All we can do is see how things go. So I always hope for better positive changes, but if something isn't working, well, they better switch it up. But we'll see. Like I said, for me, I'm just gonna keep observing things and chilling, and I'll assess things based on my own standards. As long as the money keeps flowing, I'm still here. Money stops flowing, I'm done.
Hound actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Well, off you go farming money.
Zenny. Need the Zenny to craft the armor sets that are coming. And whatnot. Woo! Oh! Wait a minute.
We finished at the same time.
Nice. I'll invite you now.
And I got sent to the main menu.
Lol. They
You got
have
what
said
now?
that they will plan to make things better and things like that. Like I said, all of this remains to be seen, and whether or not this will result in positive changes for the game remains to be seen. And look, dudes, you can debate that my logic is lacking all you like, but it doesn't mean that your logic is correct either. And Leo Carvalho, I find the changes okay. I am not too upset at it. Like, it's going to make Void Erosion Purge a little bit harder, but farming is still relatively the same, so they haven't gutted her that badly. I mean, they gutted her stats, but the actual effect is that she's still faster than Bunny, FYI. Line of sight has been annoying to deal with, but Void Erosion Purge is the biggest loser in this. That being said, you can still farm stage 24, so even if you don't have enough cores, you can still sort of survive. Listen, High Wolf, I'll keep up the content so long as the money keeps flowing. I'm chill. I'm just gonna, like, well, it's not even a wait and see. I'm just gonna work with the changes that I get because that's what I do.
I'm ready for an invite.
Okay, sounds good. Wasn't talking at you either, Diami. But I do have to make my statements in general because, look, as much as I like people sharing their opinions, discussions around these kinds of things can get heated. So that's why I'm just stating clearly that here, I don't care what people say or what people do. All that matters to me is numbers. I see money, I stay. I see no money, I go.
New super chat received.
There's no need for me to think beyond that. The only thing that matters, and look, I know how this sounds. I get it. And it's stupid that it has to sound this way, but I don't want to be dishonest with you guys because there's no reason for me to be dishonest. I have always said that I'm going to maintain full honesty, and that means full disclosure, full accountability, full responsibility for my actions. And I'm going to say it straight. The only thing that I care about is my profit. You don't touch my profit margin, I'm happy. You touch my profit margin, I go. I have no qualms dropping anything like a ton of bricks because if you think I can't build up on Monster Hunter Wilds, I can. Easily. I already got 7k views on my bow build. I'm not even famous yet. I can do it. But I don't want to. I want to stick around for the community because this is one of the best communities that I've seen. So I'll stick around and do what I can. But so that is so long as I can keep my family fed doing what I do. Once I cannot, then we got a problem. You know, and I hope it won't be the case. But
my net glowing.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple of the
Heck,
sorry, okay?
just booted me back to the menu.
Could be a connection issue. I'll wait for you. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a couple of the Sigma sector ones, see if I can at least get some levels in there, and then I'll do some of the high risk ones. Then after that, I'll switch to the normal ones later, because I just want to see how long I can make this all last.
Main thing is, why is my net glowing?
At the end of the day, I don't think anyone in life can agree 100%. You know, but like I said, it's just wait and see at this point. All we can do is just talk. You know, the real numbers will speak for themselves. I personally don't want this game to sink because it's good money. Honestly, it's one of the fun games. I've got a good established base here. And even if I do move to, like, I think for me, the biggest thing that I'll miss is if I do move to another game, then not 100% of my audience will come with me. I mean, barely 20% is going to come with me. So I don't really want to do that. And it's not fun to abandon people, you know, because they've helped you build up. I don't like to abandon them if I can avoid it. I stay till my profit margins are dead. There's a difference. The game might still be active, but once my profit margin dies, I'm out. Okay, I gotta say that. I don't stay till the game is dead. No, I stay till my profit margin is dead. And Feldjäger, that is absolutely a perfect stance to take. I mean, I've already reduced my spending a lot. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna totally not spend because look, they drop a nice spicy skin. I'm on that, but I'm gonna be a bit more decisive with my skins. If it's not universal and good, I might step away a little bit, you know, because well, either that or unless somebody just says, here's money, go buy it, then I'll be like, okay, but I'm not gonna spend more of my own disposable income for it because there's no sense in it. Hey, look at you, Nesimo, in his little swimsuit.
Yeet.
This is Hound
That wall
Action.
offended me.
All personnel. Void storms
Lol,
intensifying.
truffles.
Conditions are unfavorable.
You sneasel?
Proceed with caution. Over.
That's okay, sneeze away.
Enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must
Whee!
find their point of origin.
Quickly, Arcane, blow them all up.
Blow them all up with sneeze.
Here I go.
Wraith awaiting launch orders. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm the Kool-Aid man here. Woo! Oh, I got knocked down. Rude. How dare they knock down the Kool-Aid man?
No, technically the first one, the greatest archer would be the Kool-Aid man. You know.
Not in this game. Not in this game.
No. Having trouble there.
It is what it is, Aspect. We just have to live with it. We can only look at the Steam charts, but it's impossible to have analytics right now. So for the person that asked, we can't have analytics now because it's been one day. I will assess it next week. And of course we can discuss and debate it up till then. But the main assessment should be next week, not right now, because even if we were to assess player count like today, it's the first day. You know, some people are just unaware there was even a big update, you know?
Some people don't get to play every day.
And some people also don't follow me as a creator, so you know, maybe their creator left. I know that some people, when their so-called favorite creator, even if they were like the most fake creator in the world, for that one person, that creator was God. And when they left, that player also stopped connecting with other creators. They just haven't discovered the way yet. They're lost little lambs out there, you know. They haven't found the way of God yet. So what they need to do is accept me as their Lord and Savior, okay? Eat my flesh, flesh of my flesh, and then they can finally enter the kingdom of heaven or some shit like that, whatever.
What?
Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Yeah, this
If
dude
there is
flies.
Visible confusion.
He's always been able to fly.
Yes, Kyle was the original flyer. Serena just stole his shit. Kyle was Iron Man, man.
If there's such a thing as visible confusion, is there such a thing as invisible confusion?
Yes. I mean, there's Tom Holland and Tom Hollander, which implies the existence of Tom Hollandist. So.
Oh my. Wait, how did I not know?
It's one of the memes on the internet.
Oh my god.
You nerd. Imagine not being up to date on your memes. Army killing you, bro.
I think it's my job that is killing me. It's not necessarily hard.
Well, I'm glad you think I have the most trustworthy builds. I just do my best. They may not be the best, but they work. Glad you're doing good, Brandon. And thank you for all the super chats today. I really appreciate it.
Would you use my gunman's build?
Yes, after I build my own.
Okay.
I will establish a baseline, and then I will attempt yours.
I've got to eat.
Time to get used to it. I'm pretty sure the trial you can't eat, or so they said.
I mean, there is no way you are unable to eat.
I mean, they said something about food effects not working or something like that.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I just want the health and stamina. Because, why not?
I get your feelings on that,
Stamina.
Felt. Look, I do. I really understand it, because that's kind of the problem that everybody's having right now, you know? And I hear you. I hear you. I don't want you to think you're going unheard, but it's just that, look, this is the situation that we have. Nothing we can do about it for now. Just have to accept that things aren't exactly that great. Well, thanks, Leroy. I just do my best because, number one, it's easier to shoot the videos that way and it's more truthful. That way you're not getting some half-ass picture. Which I think that has been a big gripe for a lot of people as well. I've heard what they've said, and that's why I decided to do things differently. Because when they told me that they were just not getting what they wanted from others, I said, okay, if others won't give it to you, then I will. You know? X gonna give it to you.
A gonna give it to you.
What?
Get it. X and then A.
Wow, that was a terrible
Wait.
joke. I mean, I don't mind it, but damn, that was still a terrible joke, Travis.
You right.
Weakness. I saw your death, Arcane. I seen it with my eyeballs. No, I seen it with my eyeballs. With the balls of my
Move in here.
eyes.
How about no? Move, I dare you.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess we can listen to my bangers. Sure. Why not, since I'm just farming? Okay, yeah. We do have one, Mr. Taco Knight. It's called the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. I've had this since Season 0, so all you gotta do is follow that. Still valid. So for new players, all they have to do, well, assuming they know my channel, then that's what they gotta go. Sure, I'll put out my bangers, alright?
This is Hound Actual to all personnel.
Bangers.
Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable.
He's the banger.
Proceed with caution.
I'm a gangbanger. That's what I am.
What? Oh. Oh, what I put on my crop that I'm an idiot. I forgot too early. Whatever. That just means to be ready for the next fight.
You just search it on my channel, Mr. Taco Knight. We also have a playlist, but I can't drop you a link right now. You just look for the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. Literally, you type in Ultimate F2P Survival Guide, RealAsianRobot into YouTube. There's only one video.
I'm an idiot.
Time to end.
No problem, Neo Wolf. I will continue to test things and let you guys know soon. Also, here's the playlist of all my videos, FYI. No problem, Mr. Taco Knight. I'm here to help. Just make sure you bookmark the playlist so that you can get whatever you need from there. I'm flying over, Arcane! Ah! Crash landing. Just call me Crash Bandicoot. There we go. Flash Bandicoot, whatever. I understand, Feld. I understand, my friend.
I missed you, bastard.
Here I come.
You bastard.
Time to end.
Daughter is here. Midnight. She's finally free. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can find my music on the YouTube channel or on SoundCloud. I'll ask you the same thing, Apsy. Why are you watching a stream about a so-called trash game in your opinion? I'm having fun. I'm putting out my bangers and just having fun with my community. And yes, I wrote the lyrics for all this. I'm an emo kind of guy, okay? I'm permanently sad internally. If I'm not sad, then it's not me. Kill the impersonator. If I'm not permanently emotionally traumatized, then it's not Robot.
What the?
I mean, I'm just chilling. Like right now, I'm just chilling with my brothers. Just doing some
Right now,
shenanigans.
I'm wondering how I hit the wound and then it suddenly said I didn't hit the wound.
My buddy's blowing stuff up as SMO in the. I can see him in the other area. Making my way over.
I blow away.
Time to end.
I'm flying over. Oh no, there's nothing left to kill. Okay, guess I'll fly over the other way. Shoulder rush. This is the Kyle way of traveling. Just shoulder charge.
Enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin.
Bombs away. Wraith awaiting launch orders.
What the hell, man? Where did you come from?
Oops, sorry.
Passion Elias. Deploying arcade. I am the original.
Time to end.
I need to adjust the music volume a second, but first I'm gonna bomb these guys. I mean, Kyle's okay. He's just fun.
I have 30 ebony auto carrying gems.
Good.
Time to end.
I should sell some money.
The nights are cold and long without you.
All this money so that I'm probably gonna spend.
I mean, I've had this cow build on my channel since season 1. Track Hoodie came up with it. It's great.
Extraction from operation zone initiated.
But we're just having some fun right now.
Well done, steak lasts 30 minutes. Interesting. Never eaten one before until today.
Sorry, Truff. What?
I've never eaten a well done steak before until today, and I did not know that it lasted 30 minutes.
Well done steak is good.
I don't need the buffs.
Descendant, confirm arrival of the operation zone.
I don't need the buffs.
Proceed with caution.
Descendant, we confirmed a large
If
scale
I'm gonna convince myself.
attack their deployment point.
I mean, you should still eat a meal, but you can just, like, the first time that your stamina dips, you can just eat a well done steak and not worry about it.
I just eat rations. I mean, I have a lot of well done steak, but you know, I just eat the rations. Shoo, come back here, you bastard.
And Ezimo build in my TFD playlist? No, I don't have one. Sorry. I will build Ezimo in future. I never built him because back then he wasn't that good. But I would love to build him this time around. Arcane's building him now. Just testing out stuff. My Kyle build is already there though, but I will probably level him up for RK tuning. Yeah, he's talking about Monster Hunter Wilds aspect. That's another game that we play. I'm gonna change the tunes a bit. Let's alter the vibe. It's okay, nothing wrong with losing a bit of your cash. I mean, judge for yourself. I think he's fun. Just drop bombs on people.
Oh, I can't perfect arch. Why do I keep thinking I can offset that with dumbass?
Because you are an offsetter.
Shaping charge on the
That's what you do.
We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
I saw that, Arcane. They fixed it, don't worry. You won't get stuck anymore.
No, I wanted to test it.
Lol.
Man. Lump hot.
I missed.
Poor fella.
Yeah, do you know that you can stun through the lump hot? Like, literally just one. If he's running away.
Enjoy, Deadly Raver.
Assuming you don't miss.
Time to end.
Yeah! I got there before you.
God, what the heck was that?
We're both very
Not gonna
uncoordinated.
lie.
Nah, we're just both uncoordinated, you know it.
Oh my god! The blunt pot did 300 damage on wake up. Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually really good if you aim it at the head too. Knock him out.
Yeah,
You can
but
wake
I
up and
didn't know
knock
it
him out.
does this much damage.
Depends on the spot though. Some spots are not weak to blunt. So if it's a spot that's weak to blunt, it does more. Like bonus.
I just did not expect it to be like 300.
Well, I mean it was a
Right,
regular attack, so.
True. It was on a wound as well. Around his noggin. How did you see? Incomplete.
I mean, he's definitely got the fun factor going.
Time to end.
Mortality Oblivion, how dare you?
Really? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh dear.
Wraith awaiting launch orders. Standing by for bombardment. Dropping bombs. Yeah, that hit definitely did more than me. Tim, yeah, apparently Xbox is having issues. Hopefully they resolve it. I'm sorry to hear about that, but yeah, it's kind of a problem right now. Oh, balls are always everywhere, man.
Oh, you. Oh, the Garen running away from me. Who do you think
Nice
you
one.
are?
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport
Oh, I'm
location.
just digging the verticality, that's for sure. Yep. Again. We'll do a couple more rounds just for fun.
What? Oh my god.
The envy of a queen, her heart turns cold. In slumber deep, the world fades away.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over. Specialized Vulcan aircraft detected. That aircraft.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Crash!
Down.
Yep, I gotta crash straight into their aircraft. That's what a real man would do.
You become the missile.
I am the missile.
Wait. I just realized. Miss Kyle.
Yep, I am the Miss Kyle. Apparently this is too high, but it's okay. I bombed their aircraft.
I think like a little bombing never hurt anybody.
Exactly.
Alright.
Here I come.
No. Oh. I'm here.
Charge.
Ooh, you're on fire.
Here.
Hit me again. Here I go.
I'll do it myself.
We've detected signs of life inside a nearby RK receptor.
How did my Palico plunder hit?
Palico can plunder anything.
Yeah, but like, I don't make no goddamn sense.
Just be thankful if your Palico ever plunders healers.
I mean, that's just helpful since I can't cut tails with the gun lance.
Lol. You can't? Oh, well,
I mean, it's not as reliable
that's true.
because you're more. Your stronger attacks are your shelling, and you're focusing on your shelling more. My.
Yeah, it might be more worthwhile using some other descendants now. Cheer.
Like, there's an older girl that's going after her because
Yep, it's all my own music. You can find it here or on SoundCloud. It's all free for you guys to listen to. Oops. Okay. Enjoy. Apparently I was a good distraction.
You ain't.
There we go. Please do enjoy. More releases are coming very soon as well. So if you like my music, more is coming. Bombing.
oh wait, I probably should have used up all my launches.
Deploying arcade. I am the original.
Stop. I heard that tomorrow's gonna be update day and Zoshia is coming, Mizusune is coming. We should save it for both of those. Both of these.
We have both Zoshia and Mizusune.
Yep.
Nice.
Right off the update.
Cool. That'll be fun to fight tomorrow. LOL, Arcane. It's okay, I'll avenge you.
Sneak attack.
Well, it doesn't relate to any one particular singer, but yeah, some people said it sounds like that. Somebody mentioned some other band, Against the Current. So it's just an AI voice, but it does pretty good. Okay, nice.
Extraction from operation zone initiated. Good work, defendant.
All right, let's do one more. Now I'm gonna go test the headbutt.
What the frick? The freaking Guardian Secrets. Guardian Secrets landed on me and hit me. Bitch.
That is how it is, Truff. Accept it in your soul.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I don't think I will.
You have to accept it. You don't have a choice.
I don't think I will. You know why? Because I'm gonna boom right in the wound.
Okay.
Gonna do it again in his head.
This is HQ.
Boom right in the head.
Troops are on the ground. Transport is operating.
I just broke his head and his tentacle.
That's
Nice.
This is HQ.
Is Zoshia set good for anything?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I mean, they haven't released anything about it.
Huh? I thought it's in this update.
No, as in, like, they haven't released anything about the buff, like the weapon buffs.
Oh, okay.
I only know Mizu's one.
Oh, right, because the update's tomorrow morning. That's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh yeah, can't you just hunt him now and tell me?
I can only tell you about Mizu,
No, that's okay. I'll wait till
which
tomorrow.
is Bubble Blight.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You can wait till tomorrow. Wait, Bubble Blight, new status?
No, like, yeah, I mean, it's a new status, but like, you won't. Mizu's armor just slows down the build-up of Bubble Blight, so it's easy to fight Mizu.
Oh,
Yeah.
nah, screw that. I'll just suffer like a real man.
Ooh. Your call. I don't think how you play.
Yep, I'm gonna bring nothing
Don't
but
grind
ranged
me, though.
weapons. No, I'll bring ranged weapons. I'll be fine. You just take the aggro. I will be fine at a distance.
I
Haven't tried Ezimo yet, Eduardo, but I will in future. Well, Extreme, I hope you keep listening to my music because we got more coming soon. Both male and female voices will be used. Yeah, please keep enjoying. And if you want, you can also get my official releases on major music platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all different places. We do a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wake up with like on Review again, but without the wound on the head. Let's see how much damage it does.
Do it. Wake him up
I
inside.
assume it would be 200. Oh, Tashin offers me a meal.
You know, did you see the Reddit rant about Tashin's meal?
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny.
It's my rent exactly as well, man.
It's just vegetables, man.
Oh my god, 374.
Time to end.
Wait,
I will as I release and make more music, so look forward to it. It won't be all the time though, but otherwise it'll get boring. But yeah, I will, absolutely.
it was 368 with a wound,
I'm glad you
375
guys like
without
it.
a wound.
It's just good farming music, keeps my mind occupied. Beat this man, beat this man, beat this man.
So that's why if you are to, if you need to like sever anything, I just switch to the great sword because that one actually severs.
Yeah, screw severing. We're gonna capture like real warriors, so we can ignore. What? You don't want to capture Mizitsune?
No,
You want to
He's
go
dead.
through all the trouble of slaying it.
it will die.
What are you, the Terminator?
Mizu must die. Yes.
Why is he your favorite enemy? Why do you feel about him like I feel about Malanthropes?
Every monster apart from... Actually, every monster needs to die in my books.
Okay, sure. Look at this brave guy. He wants to fight them till the bitter end.
For the amount of times they do like some stupid attack.
Now listen, I'll be grateful if you guys run my music as a playlist, alright? Just don't forget, I'm on Spotify and wherever else, alright? I'm counting on you guys for plays. Then share your playlist with other people. Thank you guys. Smack! Yeah, that's right. You go back into your little bubble of whatever. Bubble of not eternity. Come here, come here. Listen, Neckbet, I can tell where you are.
Ooh, I just broke 3 wings at once.
Congrats, Truffy Man.
Time to end.
Leaving dreams led astray, but her heart still beats for freedom. In the storm, she finds her home. All the tides bring them near, and the tides take them far.
That's your old stinking ass off me. But yeah.
I didn't know you escaped. Come here. I'll beat you up. There we go.
Amodo, let me just slice her tail up.
Mission
Third.
transform.
All right.
See you soon.
Oh my, I swear to God. You.
Thank you, Arcane, for the levels. Now let me go test out headbutting. I need to go and see what will happen if I slam my head into somebody. How's the buff on Kyle? Pretty okay. Yeah. Well, let's see what I can structure. Okay.
Man, he freaking ran! What the You little shit. I thought I could. I thought I had the time to smash him before you got on.
Okay, let me see. Let's see if this will work. I haven't done this in a long time. This will either go well or horribly.
Bastard. Oh,
Forever lost in the depths of yesterday. Oh, the sea's cruel hand takes what it wants. Oh, the sea, she whispers back their signs. In the wind, I hear the soft goodbyes. Every ripple carries a story untold. Of friends I lost.
The only big problem now is this. Woo! That's pretty nice.
yeah, the big problem is when the guy goes after my pellicle instead of me.
Well, yeah. I think it's because you're on the wrong place. It should be here.
We danced on decks neath the moonlit glow.
Nothing for sharing. That should be where you need to go. So enjoy, higher up.
Yet one by one they fell to the night. Leaving my
The sound effect first ability needs to be changed. Eh.
With every storm I call out their name. Oh, call out their name. Oh, the sea, she whispers back their sighs. In the wind, I hear the soft goodbyes. Every ripple carries a story untold. Of friends are lost, their spirits untamed and bold. So raise a glass to those who
No problem, higher up. I got you.
in the heart of the sea, they'll find their
I gotta be careful here, but.
Here I go.
Whee!
It's over.
Hit one shot it. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I hit it for 25 million. No, that was just Executioner. I'm just messing around with the low-level bosses just to see what happens. This is Kyle's headbutt build. He just goes in there and headbutts.
A sailor's heart beats with hope that never dies. Each night I call her name.
I mean, theoretically, you could go into Tormentor. I just don't think it'd be that good, but it would be pretty funny. I'm just trying one by a time, one by one. You know, testing each one just to see what happens. To see who I can headbutt.
Oh, the sea and whispers
Headbutt the Tormentor.
of the heart.
I will later, Arcane. Not now. I'm not looking to break my neck. Thanks, Mom.
Mermaid of my dreams.
It'll be fine.
Where have
I refuse.
gone? The nights feel so long, and the light is all wrong. I sail through the shadows with a heart made of stone. For a love lost at sea, I'm forever alone.
Time to end.
Okay, Devourer got headbutted.
Through storms and tempests, I search the endless blue with memories of the laughter that once felt so true. But the horizon's cruel, it keeps her just out of sight. A ghost of the deep in the dark of the night. In the foam and the spray,
Pyro.
I hear her song. Mermaid of my dreams, where have you gone? The nights feel so long, and the light is all wrong. I sail through the shadows with a heart made of stone, full of love lost at sea. I'm forever alone.
Yep, it is good music.
So I cast my light
Whee! Boom.
to the deep's endless deep, for a glimpse of my mermaid.
Bye, Pyro.
My heart free.
Yeah, it's Kyle. I'm just messing around with Kyle right now because it's funny.
On the rolling waves, my heart does weep for the souls I've lost in the dark and deep. Their laughter echoes like the whispering breeze. Yet all that's left is the haunting of memory. Each star above, a friend.
Aspect, not all songs are out yet. If you're looking at the major music platforms, they're on a delay. Because don't forget, I will release my songs early first on SoundCloud and YouTube. So if you really want to listen early, you have to go to SoundCloud. Like a lot of the songs I haven't released yet. So you have to be aware of that, okay?
Collide.
Crap. Well, that wasn't very good. Couldn't one-shot the thing. So right now, if you go on a major music platform like Spotify, there are only 6 songs, and they're all from the Call of Land EP, which is the first one that I ever did. So that's why you might have some trouble finding those songs.
Prepare yourself.
Revenge, and the other is Girl in the Tides on Spotify. It's the same song. Shouldn't be. But what you can do is that if it has been posted under a different name, you can check whether the artist is the same. If the artist is the same, then it should be okay. It might just be a naming error. But if it is the exact same song and somebody has illegally downloaded my music or put it up under a different artist name, I can just report them. So what you can do is you can just take a quick screenshot and send it to me on whatever social media, and I can deal with it. But just make sure it's released by the same. Is it released by the same person? Because if it's under RealAsianRobot, then it's me, which is fine. But I'm looking at my YouTube music right now, and as far as I can tell, hold up. Let me just go back to that link. I can't find it. I'm lazy. It's 2 different names. Weird. But okay. Let me just go to my YouTube music link. I just want to see it for myself. As long as it's my music, it's fine. Because then I get paid. There it is. No, it's called The Lady Waiting on YouTube Music as well. So it's called the same thing on Spotify. I just double checked. So pretty sure I'm not sure how the name differs because I'm looking at it right now.
New subscriber detected.
Yep, nope, still the same. Anyway, look, don't worry about it. As long as it's my music, it's all good. As long as the artist says RealAsianRobot, that's all that matters. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, let me go back to town. And then now I'll go headbutt the obstructor and see what happens. I'm going headbutt by headbutt. I'll skip Gluttony and Deathstalker because obviously they're not there for skills. But I will headbutt the Tormentor as well, just for fun. At the very end, I will do that. Because it'll be
You're
hilarious.
gonna do Gluttony?
Nah. You're not supposed to use skills on him anyway. Sets a bad example. I will only headbutt those who I'm supposed to headbutt. I do aspect, but it is only for top supporters. As it always has been.
That's right.
So those who wish to enter must show top support. That is the way it has always been.
Here I come. Time to end it. I am.
Hell yeah. Obstructor one-shotted. Okay. Yep, 100% aspect. I mean, you can try and say it whatever way you want, but you know, I'll just keep it straight with you. Unless you're a top tier member, you ain't getting in the club. Nobody gets in the club unless they are top tier. All right, that's the rule. So
Bro, you literally just put words in his mouth. Like that guy, he put words in your mouth.
I know, but it's okay.
What? What?
It's fine. Yes, bless you.
Damn, that's how violent sneeze.
Sorry.
It's good. Like, goddamn, you good?
There are also other ways to get in, but quite frankly, those other ways require extreme demonstrations of loyalty.
I've never heard anyone sneeze like that before.
All dads can sneeze like that.
What do you mean? It's more of a big wind up and then a kabloom.
Kabloom.
It's like a kaboom, and after you can't hear yourself for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
I have 274 pitfall traps.
Here I come.
What?
I think you're good.
I don't think he
I
is.
But I don't trap.
We'll trap Mizitsune, okay?
No.
What do you mean no?
I know who traps him, I will cry.
Then cry. Cry for the snow so white.
If you trap him, I'm gonna bomb you. I am going to wind up a wyvern blast on you.
Do it. Do it.
Watch me.
I will.
Indeed, you will watch me because you can't do anything. Also, apparently trank blades are better.
Huh?
Because it requires the same amount as a trank bomb, but you can aim it.
See you later, John. Appreciate you. Okay, let's go headbutt Moon Fortress.
I'm gonna
Bye,
craft
John.
like 350 trank blades, and I'm gonna use trank blades instead of trank bombs. Yes. Because
Imagine crafting trank blades.
I am. Do you have infinite number of throwing knives? Might as well use them, am I right?
Start. Sorry.
Okay then, suit yourself. I am not here to dictate how you play.
Oh no!
Time to end you.
Whee!
Well played.
So I can one-shot him, but I can still smack him. Whee! They call me Headbuttius Maximus, Lord of the Headbutts.
If you say so.
Okay, let's go Headbutt Tormentor for fun. Now, this is by no means efficient, but it is hilarious. Charge up and headbutt somebody.
Charge up and sneeze.
Yes.
See. Never this thing. Some kind of
Okay, Tormentor.
I did not mean to equip this. I am a dingus.
And you now said it so loudly for everyone to hear. Congratulations. We all agree with you, brother.
We all agree about it.
Okay, Arcane, I'm gonna go headbutt this solo and see what happens. I'm either gonna get a headache or he is gonna get a headache. One of the two.
You know, just tackle him. You know, just tackle him.
Yeah. That's my plan, man. That's my plan right now.
You know, just tackle him like the Great Sword would.
Okay, I did like 1/4 of his health. I'm like running around now. Save me.
Here I come.
Wake me up inside. Oh my god, he censored my abilities. Okay. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside.
I think you're pretty awake.
No. I'm running away from Tormentor right now.
You used to run away when you can fly.
I just need to maintain my buff. Okay, here we go. Ah! Okay, good. I got the cooldown. Ha 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 ha.
Here I come.
Okay. Ah! There we go. This is not good. This is not good. This is ungood.
If it isn't good, make it good. Am I right?
Nope. Whee! Where is he? Okay, it's been 1.5 minutes of the fight. We're still going. Surviving. Okay. My abilities are censored. Aha! I'm alive. I'm dodging lasers. One more should do it.
Are you sure you're alive?
Yep, totally. Totes my goats. Absolutely.
Well, if you say so.
Oh yeah, I do say so. Final Flash! There we go. Amy Lee, yes. That's the singer of Evanescence. Okay, there you go. I beat it with Kyle. This is called the Final Flash Attack.
Yeah, get it? He beat it with
Maybe next time I try Jaber. Okay, now Arcane's got to beat it with Asimo. Good luck.
Right.
Isimo.
Isimo, Momomo.
Like how this all started with me.
That's what we do. We got nothing better to do. We're gamers.
Yeah. You right.
Nerds.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are the true game grumps.
The true game grumps. Lol.
That's kind of grumpy.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen how much shit I had to deal with today?
You right. You right when you right.
Yep, whenever there's an update, it wakes me up inside and not in a good way.
I hate
it. Just hearing Truffles do that. I'm dying internally.
Wake me up inside.
Enjoy Extreme GR. The next set of songs will be released hopefully this weekend if I can get that shit done. I'll
What
try
I
and get it all
does.
bundled up. Listen, we're all lacking in sleep. We were born lacking in sleep. We're all caught lacking. Okay.
Lacking sleep.
Yep, caught lacking sleep. Okay. Now that we have done this, the time has come and so have I. All right, we're going to go and make. It's time to make Blair. So I'm gonna buy a slot. Yeah, that also works, but I'm going to go make Blair now. Where is Blair of the Dare? Blair of the Dare!
A Blair.
Is there any weapon that buffs dimension, guys? I don't remember if there is.
With my strength.
I don't think so.
There's nothing that buffs dimension, yeah?
Domain expansion.
Domain expansion. Lol.
Brother, you almost had me fooled for a second. How dare you?
What is your
You dare
domain
have.
expansion?
Nothing. I love that there's a skin that makes him look semi like a Warframe. All right, next goal. Whoa, why did it zoom in on his crotch? Okay, next goal is that I will. It did. But I'm gonna play Blair as a snowman. That's it. Play the ugliest skin ever for my Blair. That's it. It's time. It's time.
No. Oh god.
Yes, it's time.
I
I'm
hate it. I
still
hate this
stuck on the
skin
fact
so
that
much.
it zoomed in on his crotch.
Lol. I know everyone hates the skin.
It is the worst skin.
And that's why I'm going to play it. It's time. Snowman Blair. The world's worst skin.
Oh
I-
god.
It's horrifying. It's horrifying. I
I'd
know.
use that skin.
Horrifying.
I'd use that skin unironically.
I know. I know you would, Truffles. You are that sort of man. You are the type of man
That kind of
who
bloke.
would do this kind of thing. This is your ninja way of life, and I understand.
You right when you right.
So I'm just gonna give Blair a
Not the beast.
stab stick.
The bees.
You know, right? Okay. Rename it. Actually. Okay, never mind. Let's just call it farming. In all caps. Listen, Fox, it's your fault for not being here 24 hours a day, okay? It's wrong.
That's right.
I'm gonna shove energy activator in Blair.
That's kind of crazy.
Yep, he's gonna have one now. It's too late. It's too late to apologize.
Sid, why are you shoving things into guys?
Because he needed it, okay? That's why.
Was there consent?
Nope.
I approve
No.
this message.
That's crazy.
You would.
That's crazy.
Wake Blair up inside, okay? As a snowman. Arcane's favorite skin right now.
No, it's not.
That's exactly what, like when next time I play at Arcane, I'm gonna use this skin. I'm gonna play this tomorrow morning, and I'll play Blair, and we will be terrible.
The flaming snowman.
The Flammenschut. What does this incendiary bomb do? That spawns a
It
flame.
explodes.
No.
It explodes into a ring of fire.
The ring of fire.
Also
the
known
ring of
as my
fire.
ass after I eat chili.
Welcome.
Lol,
Market,
truffles.
right?
This is what no sleep does to a man.
Yeah, that's right.
Cause it burns, 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 and the flames went higher.
The ring of
The blare of fire.
Hey there.
The
What can
blare
I
of
help you with?
fire.
This is what no sleep and having a job like mine does to me. Yahoo!
The panda one is for the furs, absolutely. Especially when you got them apple bottom jeans.
The boots with the fur.
Yeah, whole
Modules
club
will
was
make
looking
you
at her, man.
stronger.
And they got filmed and put on social media.
Whoa, I was just gonna say shot it got low, but yeah, whatever.
You know the memes where like someone accidentally looks in a girl's direction but they're filming like in the gym.
Oh my god, imagine being such a gym guy. Okay, what does Blair's thing actually do? Okay,
It
step one.
explodes.
No, you shush. Okay, step one. Increases skill critical hit damage when attacking enemies that are inflicted with burn. Increases skill critical hit based on number of flame zones created on the battlefield. Okay.
That's right.
What is Blair's base crit? Whatever, he's
We
bear
bear
now.
bears.
He is bear boy.
Would you like to access the
We bear
laboratory?
bears.
He's the snow boy.
Yeah, they all know the we bear bears.
Do you want to build a snow Blair?
I don't want to build a snow Blair, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cause screw all of
Okay,
you.
Bye.
I mean, it's better than freaking secondhand serenade for Ines, who's like dead in the water.
Fish out of water.
Just remember that over again. Don't make me change my mind. Cause I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hello.
He's got chicken legs, Foxy, that's true. The tights are horrifying, but this is what we must do as warriors, okay? Just don't understand. As warriors,
It's more aerodynamic.
this is how we must live our lives, okay?
You see, it's more aerodynamic.
Absolutely.
Think about it.
Absolutely. I agree. Okay. First and foremost, I need my thimble fingers, so let's start there. And then I'm gonna
You
need...
need fingers? Them.
Yeah, we all need fingers.
Try finger butthole.
What? Truffles? Brother, this is...
Have you not heard of
I have
that?
heard of it, but battle, brother.
Yes.
This is not what we do. Battle, brother.
Green stream.
Heresy indeed.
You heretic. You absolute heretic. I will have your head for this. My father's going to hear about this.
Sure. What's he gonna do?
You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't.
Well, he is going to hear about this, okay? Now, bear skills are all mention of the D, okay?
What?
Bear skills are all dimension, deal with it.
Sure.
Lol.
Whatever you say, boss.
No, I cannot mention the D. Alright, damn it. Multi-talented it is.
Not even mention the D.
Because I said what I said, okay? That's how it works.
You right. You know, you right when you right.
Okay, fine. Now I can finally have focus on dimension. Okay, great. Good start. It's Frosty the Snow Blair, that's for sure. Okay, how low is my cooldowns go? 17 seconds! Ow! That means I'll need multi-talented.
It's 17 seconds lesser.
I don't want to have have 17 seconds lesser. Okay, how
But
much
why
is my
not?
cooldown? Because I was born like that.
But why not?
Because of reasons.
But
Reasons
why?
of guilt and trauma that break my soul.
Why? Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but heartache. Arcane, your turn.
Ain't nothing but
Mistake.
Tell me why.
I never wanna hear you say I built Blair this way.
Oh my god.
Now I can see him. He's in snowman clothes, but I don't want my Blair like this. No, no. He's burning with fire, but he doesn't look cool.
Man, this entire session is good.
We're all soldiers now. I have Goth Blair. I got the makeup Blair.
Goth Blair plus the snowman.
I mean, I do have the Reaper scythe, but I don't know. The X scratch kind of makes him look cool. How does he
Yeah,
look
you know,
without
it's
all
like
of it?
the contrast, the goth plus the snowman.
Yep, Goth Snowman. He is the Sro. He's not the crow, he's the Sro. Okay, you can have a fire spawn. I finally have a reason to actually use this spawn.
The snuff.
This-
Why do I come up with shit like this?
Because that is who you are as a man. As a
Snuff.
real man.
He's a snuff.
He is who he is. He is who he was meant to be.
He's got a weapon.
Okay.
He's armed and dangerous.
This works. No. You guys just support my music on my channel, okay? So here you go. You don't need my TFD album. What I need you to do is go to my music channel and support that, okay? There you go. There you go. Okay, I think this will work as a base build. I'll try it in the morning because I'm gonna go soon. But it should, in theory, work to do something. Now, in actuality, I have too much cooldowns already, so we don't actually need that. That being said, I do need my actual reactor, so give me 1 second. This would be the actual.
You're back.
Okay. Yeah, you take your time. You time your take. You time your take. Mm-hmm. You
I know
me
what you're gonna
oh
say.
so well. Awesome, brother. Okay, this is Hunter. This is Hunter. This is Ascending. But do I need that Ascending, or can I readjust it to something else? Because I would like duration. That would be kind of nice. Okay, skill duration up, cooldown up. Okay. Looking kind of okay. But oh my god, he's got no hit points.
What are hit points? Am I right? You don't need them. They're just
Unfortunately,
suggestions.
I do.
Nah, they're just suggestions.
For you, perhaps, but not for me.
Nah, they're just suggestions.
You gotta call an ambulance, but not for me.
Whoa!
Only
Brother.
6,000 hit points. This wounds my soul. Blair's gonna need more defense than that.
Your wounds this soul. Man.
I guess I'm gonna have to shove like a machine gun thing into him, which I can do tomorrow.
You're right.
I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna go for full hit points because this is absolutely not the way I
Why bite the
envisioned
bullet
it.
when you can chew on it?
You know what? Fair.
What do I say?
Okay, this at least gives me 9,000 hit points to deal with. I can't. I took one look at that cooldown set. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna find other ways to deal with it. Because, yeah, on a scale of 1 to that ain't happening, that ain't happening. Not
So I
right
said,
now.
why bite the bullet when you can chew on it?
Because chewing on the bullet is disgusting.
Nah.
20-second freaking cooldown on his damn thing. And no matter how much I slaughter the cooldown, it's always gonna be 12 seconds. This is not good. This is good not. Getting out of here.
Some may say this is goodn't.
It is good, and I'm gonna need Veterans Tactics. Gosh darn it. Veterans Tactics is the only way this is gonna
Why
work.
not? Beginner strategy.
No, we're gonna have Veterans Tactics only. What a beginner strategy. Ah, beat your ass.
Veteran tactics, beginner strategy.
Yeah, boy, I will beat your ass. How much is Veterans Tactics gonna cost me? Can
The
I
time it takes for you to become a veteran.
No, I might be able to squeeze it in. Hold up. Hold up. I might be able to squeeze it in. I might.
That's what he did.
And yes, truffles, but that, brother, clean stream.
What do you mean? I just said that's what you said.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right?
I'm right.
I know what you meant.
No, it was an implied meaning where you can imply the meaning yourself.
Sure, I'll believe that. Okay, now.
I cannot stop you from implying whatever meaning you want out of that.
Well, I can stop myself from meaning what I mean.
You right.
Okay, come on. Focus on Dimacarian. There it is. Bellissimo.
Whoa.
Now, where is... so this would be the arcade tech. Perfection. I love it. And my power will exceed all possibilities of failure. I can see it, I can smell it, I can breathe it. I may need a different reactor for him. This cooldown reactor is not good enough. Even with everything maxed out, that's not enough. Yep, this is Blair of the Dare. He is the Blair.
Despair.
Who has a stare and might put you back in the chair.
What? But why?
Because he wants to. Okay, that's it for me. What if I was?
What if I wasn't in the chair to begin with? How would he put me back in the chair?
Then he will put you in a new chair. All right, ladies and gents, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we will try the Blair of the Dare. We will try. I laugh at my own damn skin. I can't believe I put him in the snowman skin. God damn it. That's actually hilarious. But yes, we will try the Blair of... we'll try Snowman Blair in the morning.
You good?
So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And we'll see what happens when we play Snowman Blair. Okay? Y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time. I'm going to go relax. It's been a good night. All right? Catch y'all in the morning for Snowman.